Hey everybody, welcome back to Life is Strange Reunion. This is part 4. Last video, we had a little canoe date with Chloe. We infiltrated the Abraxas Society Maybon party. Max had a trip. Yeah, we found a body, a skeleton, in the Abraxas basement. So, who's behind that? Who was the sledgehammer-wielding maniac? If they were really, intending to harm Reggie, it was kind of unclear. I think purposefully so. Yeah, Sophie's still sneaking around. Diamond is present through messages, but hasn't shown up yet. I'm still waiting for her.
From our neighbor Alpha Centauri to the distant shores of Arendelle, some 28 billion light years away, our universe remains a vast and mysterious tapestry. And our solar system, but a single thread. Our planet Earth, a speck of fiber. And we who inhabit it, so many atoms.
She coming down from her trip.
At Caledon University. I hope you have enjoyed your journey through space, the majestic tapestry.
I thought that would wake her up for sure.
You did? Dude, your voice is like a velvet snuggie.
This didn't have a little space to leave like the Zen moments usually do, so I don't know if I'm supposed to. Space to wake up. Let's try it. Okay, yeah.
Where am I?
She's up. I'll go get some hot chocolate ready.
So, is Max's magical mystery tour finally over?
Ugh, I feel like I could sleep for a month.
And? What's the verdict, Alice?
I think my daily double shot Americano is enough chemical enhancement for me.
Understood. It's plenty trippy being inside your mind as it is.
Did I sleep here all night?
Yep. Moses and I found you the chillest spot in the building while we kept working in his office.
The fire! Oh, it's today. Unless, did we stop it?
Negatory. Moses and I have been at it all night. There's a lot we need to catch you up on. But one thing's for sure. The fire has shifted, but it hasn't gone away.
Am I crazy? It looks the same to me. I'll have to go back and look at the old videos.
Last night, the body, the sledgehammer, was all of that real?
Afraid so. The human sacrifice part was just a gag, but there was some seriously fucked up shit going down in that basement.
And we're no closer to solving anything.
All the secrets, my ass. When I saw these photos down there, I was so sure it was the key to everything. But Moses and I have been poring over them all night. It's just some old Maybon party. Everyone's wearing masks. And one of those photos is too blurry to see much of anything.
I have a thought.
Maybe you could zip into one of them real quick and find out what's going
Okay.
on?
Chloe, beat me to it.
My power doesn't work that way. Even if it did, I don't know. Maybe Sophie was right. Am I just making everything worse?
Because that was one of Moses's theories on the board, was if Max would be able to jump into a photo that she wasn't in. So that would have been a cool new thing. But Which answer feels like Chloe?
When it comes to your power, I would trust your gut, then every other person in the fucking universe, then Safi.
Yeah, I think Chloe's kind
I
of
have an
jealous
idea.
of Sophie. So
Let's take advantage of your mushy brain. I'll throw you some topics, and you tell me what you think.
Go for it.
I think that's a good idea. Okay, we'll probably get to ask all of these questions, so let's just go in order.
Reggie and Owen, our Mount Rushmore of suspects.
Reggie was willing to destroy the evidence last night. And Owen was trying to bring the whole house down.
Maybe today's the day they finish the job? With a fire that quickly gets out of hand? Could be whoever took that body.
I'd say there's a good chance the fire starts at the Abraxas house. And one or both of them have something to do with it.
I know Safi is your friend, but
I think Max is still very loyal to Safi, at least the version of Max that we played in Double Exposure. So yeah, I don't think Max is willing to even, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. To play with the idea that Safi would do that.
Safi can be volatile. I know, but she wouldn't do anything to hurt innocent people.
Not on purpose.
Especially now that she knows about the fire.
you're a good friend. Better than she deserves. What do you make of my dude bros at the bar? Do you think they could get rowdy and start a fire on campus? We know the protest is happening in a few hours, and according to Joey, it could get, quote, heated.
I think everything's
I think
possible
it's a
right now.
high possibility. We know there were protests on campus before the fire last time.
It only takes one asshole to go rogue and turn a protest into a riot.
And how does Loretta fit into all of this?
Do you think there are any suspects we haven't been thinking of?
Yeah.
It could still be anyone. Hell, Moses almost set his office on fire 2 days ago. There's no way to know.
At least there's still time.
Last night is still pretty jumbled up in my head. I know I went to a dark place by myself for a while. And then a really dark place when we saw that body. But somewhere in the middle there, when I saw you in the basement, I felt filled up with so much joy and gratitude. I'm not sure if I managed to get those words out so clearly last night. So I wanted to make sure to say it today.
I feel the same way. Even without the benefit of the freaky fruit punch.
That punch must be working through my system. I'm still hearing things.
No. I can hear it too. It sounds like a party.
Yes.
Max? What's happening?
I don't know. Are you seeing this?
You bet your fucking ass I am. Holy shit! Is this what your power looks like? Max Caulfield. Laser light spectacular.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before.
Well, hey. Let's find out together. This is incredible. When are these pictures from?
I don't know.
Post-mortem, bathroom, group photo, goblet drinking. Let's start here.
Hey man, senior members only. Holy shit, it's real. These college kids are nuts, man. Real Illuminati type shit. Just stay cool. Stay cool. I don't even know if that guy was a member. I've never seen him in my life. These fucking masks.
Who are they talking to? The person taking the photo?
I was kind of hoping we'd get to go into the photos, but we're just kind of like projecting them.
I ready the ceremonial dagger for the blood offering. With love and gratitude, we offer this sacrifice upon the Mavon altar.
No way. They're about to kill this guy. Who the hell let you in? Someone get him out of here.
Bro, you're supposed to just take one sip, not gulp it down.
Epic.
Imagine if you drank that much of the nightmare juice. Actually, don't.
I offer my final testament to this cardboard camera. Let it bear witness to this great sacrifice. I have obtained the ceremonial dagger. The blood sacrifice was insufficient. The offering will not be accepted. My own blood is pure and will satisfy the rite. It is why I'm here. It is why I was always here.
Is that blood? Oh, God.
Yeah, so he took too much of the blood wine and got tripped up and then slit his own throat.
Did that camera just go off? Put that shit away.
This is a joke, right? Dude, wake up. Wake up!
Fuck you. This is your fault.
Oh God, this is real? He's dead. He's fucking dead. Should someone call the cops?
And say what? That some asshole townie killed himself with our dagger because he was high on our drugs?
Lock the door! No one is going anywhere!
Holy shit. That was... terrifying. Seeing and hearing the dead guy's last moments.
I thought I was choosing for
poor kid.
Max.
Sneaks into a party, drinks the punch, loses his shit.
Seems all too relatable right now.
Except they weren't fucking around back then. Real knife, real blood, and they ended up with a real human sacrifice.
So they covered it up. And now, decades later, what? What does any of it have to do with the fire?
There was something else in the Hall of Secrets. A record number from the archives. Moses was going to try to pull it.
All right, is Max ready for some... What am I looking at?
Interesting.
When all this is done, you and I are gonna need a whole battery of testing.
You're on. Did the archive number turn up anything interesting?
In a sense. When I got there, it had already been checked out. Max, Why would Vin want to pull these exact files from the archives yesterday?
Vin.
Sophie. She was
Oh.
impersonating Owen. I saw her ask Vin for a document from the archive.
Damn, Max. Look at those synapses firing again.
So Sophie knows something related to these photos. But she was still poking around the Abraxas house last night. What does that tell us?
Not a damn thing. And we still don't know how any of it connects to that original fire. Or my protester friends.
And here's some more disturbing news. I walked by the chem lab this morning. Someone had broken in there. I alerted security and I locked away the most flammable solutions I could find, but whoever it was now has a powerful fire starter.
What do we do?
I suggest we all review the evidence, then reconvene to share our thoughts.
Let's see what Professor Murphy has been up to.
Okay, we had a new journal entry and a new text. So, Caledon alert. All campus security notice. Caledon Security is aware of a planned protest on campus this afternoon. Due to the potential threat to student safety, we are stationing additional security personnel around campus and restricting access to academic buildings. We are also coordinating with local Lakeport police and fire departments to provide additional support. We are aware that some students have made plans to break into the buildings in order to watch the protest and recommend, for your safety, that all students avoid campus buildings until after the protest has finished. Any student caught breaking into school buildings will be subject to disciplinary action. Thank you for helping us keep Caledon safe. And group text with Chloe and Moses. Chloe. Okay, group text activated. Max, if you see this, drink some water and come find us in Moses' office. Chloe has told me about your adventure at the Abraxas house. Get some rest. We'll see what we can put together while you recover. Okay, found another whiteboard. Wheeling it back over now. Just past a kitchen area. You want coffee? No thanks, I have hot chocolate here. If you don't mind the indignity of heating water in the microwave. Why the fuck would I mind that? Note to future us, tell Max the red marker story. It wasn't that funny. Don't listen to him, Max. We laughed for like 3 straight minutes about it. We haven't slept. We're probably delirious. I can see you laughing about it again. Aw. I really like that Chloe and Moses hit it off so quick. And, yeah, I think that's confirmation that Moses doesn't drink coffee. He's a hot chocolate guy. Okay, and a new journal entry. Oh god, my head. Last night is a blur, and some of it probably didn't happen exactly as I remember it. Thankfully, everyone was probably too high to remember Max Caulfield, quasi-famous photographer, talking to herself in a mirror in the middle of the Abraxas house. I thought maybe Chloe was in danger in the basement. Something about a sledgehammer? I ran down to her in a panic. She was fine, but I wasn't. I really spilled my guts to her, and it wasn't even the drugs talking. I saw her die in the fire. She came all this way looking for my help, and I don't even know if I can keep her safe. It's so easy to look at Chloe's life and decide that she's better off without me, but Chloe doesn't see it that way. I know that she believes in me, but I think I really needed to hear how much she believes in us. It felt like everything was going to be okay until... Wait, the skeleton in the basement, that was real, wasn't it? Fuck. I always thought Owen was desperate to get rid of the building because it stood in the way of his plans for the school. But does he know about the body? Does Reggie? Does the person who wrote that graffiti on the side of the Abraxas house? And wait, how did we even get out of there? Chloe must have called Moses. I should see what they've been up to, since their heads are probably screwed on better than mine. At least, I sure hope so. We're running out of time. Yeah, I really wonder... with, like, Chloe doesn't see it that way, as her life being better without Max. That, like, because of the timeline merge, now Chloe thinks or has lived a reality where Arcadia Bay is fine. But if Max fixes things and the timelines separate again, are all those feelings going to come back, or are they just going to relive the same trauma and arguments over again? Because, yeah, Max's rewind powers and destroying Arcadia Bay to save Chloe is, like, really heavy. I have, like, dog hair on my face. Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried. This is the last Life is Strange game, at least for Max and Chloe. Who knows? They could change that eventually, but the story that they're putting out there now is that this is the last one. And Double Exposure ended pretty optimistically. I don't know. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, right. We gotta look at all of these
The selfie that started
pieces
this
of
all,
evidence.
and the fire that will be here soon if we can't stop it. I thought Moses was just being a mad scientist when he said the photo was reacting to what we were doing. But he was right.
Okay, this is exactly what I needed, because I didn't remember it being different. 9:20 at 4:30 p.m., so this is when she first took it. Or we first showed it to Moses, at least. 9:21 at 12:30 p.m. 9:22 at 5:44. 9:20... Oh, okay, I went wrong. So it goes side to side like this. You can't see my mouse either. It goes left, right, left, right. Clear shift reacting to stopping the demolition. Clear shift dissipation related to events at Mabon. Okay.
So we know the fire has changed, but does it tell us anything we can use?
No. Only that right now, it's definitely still happening.
Yeah, so if it disappears from that picture, then I guess we fixed it. Okay. I know I'm supposed to go look at the whiteboards, but I'm just seeing... Oh, wow. They have so many whiteboards. Miscellaneous, Abraxas, admin, protest, suspects. Let's start left to right through the whiteboards and then talk to Moses and Chloe.
Could the fire come from somewhere totally unexpected? What else is going on at Caledon?
Okay, incident report.
No forced entry means it was someone with the right keycard or someone impersonating them. Either way, this is really bad.
Caledon Security Services incident report. Time, 9:22 at 7:42 a.m., so this morning. Incident, reported break-in and theft of school materials. Location, Chem Lab, Observatory. Details, unknown quantities of chemical solutions, possibly corrosive or flammable, no signs of forced entry. Yeah, and, could be Safi posing as someone, and we do know that Safi, as Owen, when Max broke into Owen's office, asked Vin to get a archive thing for her, and that was the thing that we saw in the basement, that logging of that archive, whatever.
I'm glad they're taking the threat seriously, but do they really need to shut off the water lines?
To all students from campus faculties and security, your Caledon facilities and Caledon security teams are working together to prepare for a possible protest march on campus today. Please note, lower campus and observatory buildings are being reinforced against possible damage. All students are asked to avoid congregating in the area of these buildings. If necessary, a shelter-in-place warning will be issued to students via the university alert system. In addition, the following precautions are being taken. Increased Caledon security presence. Lakeport PD and FD on alert. Electricity will be suspended in some areas to decrease blackout risk. Water lines will be closed in some areas to decrease damage risk. Please remain attentive to further updates. Thank you for helping to keep Caledon safe. I don't understand how turning off the electricity and the water is helpful at all. So it almost feels like an inside job. Warning.
It's bad enough fighting Abraxas, the protesters, and the administration without also battling the unseasonably dry weather.
Yeah, especially with this extreme fire alert issue. Turning off the water sounds so dumb. Until warning is lifted, avoid open flames, fireworks, tossing cigarettes, or any flames in high vegetation areas. Moses citation.
Moses really loves that flame-throwing kettle. It doesn't make him a suspect, but I imagine he's feeling some guilt about it now.
Continuing to use unsafe and unauthorized equipment in university offices, resulting in multiple smoke alarms and evacuations from the building. Sorry, Moses, but you gotta get rid of that damn kettle. Yeah, he said he was gonna retire it, and it's over there on the shelf that Chloe saw. Is it still there? I can't see. It's not. I don't know. There could be another shelf next to it.
Between Reggie's actions last night and that poor kid, I just know Abraxas has to be connected to the fire.
Start over here. Archive record number.
There's something in the archive that Abraxas wanted to keep secret, Owen wanted to destroy, and Safi wanted to find. It must be important.
Yeah, this is basically what I just said. So, Central Archives, row 9, shelf 13. Newspaper article.
Finn has his entire future tied to Yasmin and Caledon. Could he be involved in covering up the death at the Abraxas house?
How would this work if you had romanced Vin in Double Exposure? What, like, extra mess would that add to this? We already read this article in a different video, though.
Someone is desperate to cover up this kid's death from decades ago. Why? And what does it have to do with the fire?
Yeah, so the natural assumption is that this kid was the skeleton we found, but could theoretically also not be, but probably is.
Mabon's history is darker and more mysterious than anyone realizes, even Loretta.
Yeah, and this was the article we read in the library with Loretta. So, and this is from 1984. Yeah, I was trying to see if there was anything that was relevant in the article with the new information we learned from the photos, but it doesn't seem like there is. Okay. Ooh, tape. Oh. Okay, that's our, like, forward point. Reconvene.
Owen is corrupt, and I know he is up to something. But does any of it have to do with the fire?
Admin, inspection flyer.
Abraxas wanted an inspection to prove their house didn't need to be demolished. But maybe someone was more concerned about the dead body being discovered?
I guess that's true. Somebody in Abraxas could have wanted to stop the demolition specifically because of the possibility of the body being uncovered. And they wouldn't want to proceed with the demolition to hopefully cover up the body more, maybe. Demolition contract.
Owen risked his whole presidency to demolish the Abraxas house illegally. Is he about to start a fire to finish the job?
I'm still not entirely convinced that that was actually Owen that called in the early demolition against, you know, signing this this stay of demolition. Maybe that's
Owen, members of the board, even
maybe that's on
Finn.
our board somewhere too.
They all worked together to bring down the Abraxas house. But did they know about the body? Or
And why isn't Max taking pictures of these
Sherlock
things?
says, the universe is rarely that lazy.
Yeah. Newspaper clipping.
Owen is a young and ambitious new president. What wouldn't he be capable of to protect his Caledon 2.0 plan?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how involved Yasmin has been since leaving the presidency. I wonder how much she knows about the Abraxas house.
Yeah, she definitely could know more, especially with the way, like, at the end of Double Exposure, they say that Yasmin is, like, so instrumental in covering up Caledon's secrets, like the way she was willing to cover up Colmenero stealing Maya's book, which led to Maya's suicide, and obviously, like, Yasmin would know Maya because she was best friends with her daughter, so maybe Yasmin is shiftier than we knew. I'm going to read this because I don't remember where this is from. But former President Fayyad's connection to Caledon University is far from over. In fact, it may be stronger than ever. When I was president, I was always jumping from one emergency to the next. As chair of the Board of Regents, I can take a bird's eye view of Caledon and its place within the sisterhood of academia. I have many projects I am excited to pursue. Those projects range from the relatively small, mentoring the newest Regents Chair grant recipient, Vin Lang, a promising young administrator and MBA candidate, to the massive, supporting President Teller's bold Caledon 2.0 plan to reshape the school. Yeah, and we know that the board is who is supporting Owen's place as president and his plans for Caledon in exchange for him covering up this Abraxas secret. So Yasmin is on the board, so maybe she does know. And Reggie's notes.
These were Reggie's notes from talking to Owen days ago, before the demolition. Clearly, Owen was hell-bent on demolishing that house.
Yeah, so out of the meeting, Owen stated that Reggie must give him access to the Hall of Secrets. The inspection may be halted. It is going to be demolished. Yeah, so he's committed to the demolition, but I'm still not convinced that he was behind the early
Chloe
attempt.
has dug up a lot about the threats on the Lakeport side. Don't know what I would have done without her.
Loretta's
Moses
March
was
poster.
able to recreate the flyer I saw during the fire, but I still don't know what Loretta's March means.
Maybe it's not a real thing then, and it's just Max telling Moses about her seeing it resulted in him creating it, and here it is. I don't know.
It must have been Loretta's death from the illegal demolition that led to the original fire.
Loretta's March. Right, that makes sense. But
Thanks,
does any of it lead to a fire in this timeline?
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that she would have died in the early demolition because Max wasn't there, and so that led to a protest where they burned things down.
Lucas reshaped his whole personality around fighting academic corruption. Is it just talk, or would he actually attack Caledon? The anger behind this Lakeport protest is truly scary. I'm so glad Chloe is here to get to the bottom of it. It feels like you're so close to uncovering the violent protester from the message board.
I hope so. And I hope it's enough to stop the fire.
Everyone come up to me one by one to give little insight, and then walk backwards away from me. Joey article.
Joey lost everything in the storm and stands to lose even more if the Caledon expansion goes through. He has every reason to be angry.
And he's a new character, so there's definitely suspicion there. Ren
Moses
research.
has dug up everything he can to help me and Chloe. We'd be lost without him.
Big Brothers of Vermont provide mentorship support. Like many Little Brother participants, Rennie Landry, age 11. Landry. I think I'm thinking of something else. Has grown up without a father figure in his life after being abandoned at a young age. This led to a distrust that made it difficult for his big brother volunteer, Troy, to overcome. Ren is a sweet kid, but it can take time to really build a bond with someone who has learned to have their guard up. Okay, so Ren was in the Big Brother program, and his big brother volunteer was somebody named Troy, who could be influencing him. Protest
This
flyer.
group has been growing and organizing for some time, and it's all been leading to today's protest.
Committee for Lakeport Justice. All concerned citizens of Lakeport and anyone aligned against the corrupt expansion of Caledon University, join us. Our purpose and community will grow stronger with your support. Join, fight. Information on how to get involved is available at StrifeNet Forum, Lakeport Resistance. Password, resist. Fireworks receipt.
Holy crap, that's a lot of firepower for one protest.
Huh. Fireworks for a protest. Interesting. Suspects.
Moses took a very comprehensive approach to this suspect list.
Moses, Chloe, Max, and Mae Jemison.
Have to appreciate Moses' thoroughness, even if I don't quite agree with any of these points.
Moses, the kettle. Known fire threat, mad scientist archetype. Subconscious pyromaniac. Chloe, timing, arrives just as fire breaks out, paradox issues, perhaps not aware of all her actions. Max, vendetta against Owen Tuller, tends to invite disaster. Coincidence? Controls time. Mae Jemison, heat lamp. But she's at the vet, so her heat lamp's not on right now.
But I think you can remove Mae Jemison as a suspect. Not to mention you, me, and Chloe.
Until exonerating evidence is presented, I'm keeping all possibilities open.
Walk backwards. Okay, Joey, Ren, and Lucas.
The timing of this protest with the fire has to mean something. But which of the protesters is the most dangerous?
Ren, Lakeport resident, snapping turtle regular, susceptible to peer pressure. Joey, bartender, old bar destroyed in storm, leader of protest. Lucas, disgraced professor, now high school teacher, angry vendetta against Caledon. Okay, Reggie and Vin.
Would Reggie actually burn down the Abraxas house?
I don't think so.
And Vin. He's the ultimate puppet master. But why would he start the fire?
No, they're both just spineless. Reggie, Abraxas president, pressured by Owen to destroy evidence. Seems erratic. Could he lash out? Vin, at nexus of Abraxas and administration. Close to Owen and Yasmin. And invested in Caledon. Known secret keeper. Owen and Yasmin.
Caledon's two power players. Could one of them be behind all of this? Could both?
Owen, ambitious, questionable morals, committed to destroying Abraxas' house, hiding evidence, insurance fraud. Yasmin, ambitious, questionable morals. Maya incident, lied and manipulated to protect herself once, would she again? And Safi.
There's a lot of circumstantial evidence around Safi. But does any of it mean she'd actually start a fire?
Timing, arrives just as fire breaks out. Paradox issues, perhaps not aware of all of her actions. Vendetta against her mom. Also Caledon. Also us. Okay, let's talk to Chloe.
I don't think I've said thank you.
For what?
You came here looking for help. I don't know how much of it you found, but you definitely helped me.
That's very true.
If we stop this fire, you'll be a hero to the whole campus.
Or
Oh.
will cease to exist.
I haven't really been thinking about the whole campus. I've been thinking about you. But if we're throwing the H word around, I will take a plaque when all this is over. Or a statue.
Safi got a statue.
Statue for sure. Your hair will be carved from the finest emerald, and your tattoos will glow in the dark.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. There's nothing really over on his desk. 3D printer.
With everything going on, I still can't believe Chloe remembered my birthday. And made such a kick-ass gift.
Moses.
Thank you for helping Chloe yesterday.
I'm not sure how much I helped her. I don't know if anyone could. I'm highly concerned.
I am too. It all seems so normal, her being here. But what's going on between her and Safi, whatever I did to them, is far from normal.
I've used up any scientific understanding I have on her situation. All I have left to offer is hope. As your friend, I sincerely hope reality isn't as unforgiving as it so often appears.
Okay. Let's reconvene with donuts. Are you ready to reconvene with Chloe and Moses after looking over the evidence? Well, now you have me nervous. Let's just do a little check around. See, we missed this
After
sticky
the
note.
break-in, Moses isn't taking any chances. Hope he can keep any combustible science stuff from falling into the wrong hands.
Is it even worth checking upstairs? I don't think there's gonna be anything. I mean, alright, let's do a little check. May is still at the vet. Podcast like, oh, see, we would have missed a podcast. Another Lucas one.
Puppies, let me begin today with one of my favorite quotes from President John F. Kennedy. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Perhaps Lakeport's struggle with the corrupt Caledon administration does not rank on the great struggles of our time. Outside of the local press and you, dear listeners, few have even paid much attention to our cause. But revolutions are not confined just to national projects or massive institutions. Sometimes, the greatest way to effect change is to focus with all your collective might and conviction on rooting out the evil in front of you. My brothers and sisters of Lakeport are not focused on greater political movements or ideologies. They simply want to protect their homes and their families. It is perhaps the most ancient and universal human struggle there is. And that is why I am so honored to be counted as one of the leaders of the protest this Sunday. When we finally march on Caledon, we do not come as meek petitioners to their mercy. We do not submit to their elitist codes of conduct and acceptable political speech. No, we come to shake the foundations, to instill a healthy appreciation and, yes, fear for the power of our cause. Because make no mistake, power is the only thing these people understand. When I speak to you next, it will be on the far shores of the Rubicon. Until then.
I hate his jingle. Okay. Well, let's reconvene then. Yes.
Okay. What do we know about the fire?
We have a lot of indications of what could lead to the fire, but no way to know which, if any of them, will happen.
I'm afraid you're right. Just because the fire happened one way before, doesn't mean it'll play out the same way now. I think at this point we have to consider the fire might be a constant. You've made many changes to reality, yet it remains. Last time it was Loretta's death at the demolition that led to it. But now, there was no demolition. So we don't know. It could be Abraxas, it could be the protest, it could be any of those other suspects on the board. There's no way to know. Furthermore, every step we take to stop the fire, even something as small as this conversation, is likely to shake the snow globe again and change what causes it.
So the more we do, the less we know? That's fucking stupid.
No, that's reality.
But we do know what. I'm not sure what I'm saying with that. But I also don't want to say it's hopeless. Because there wouldn't be a game if it was hopeless.
So you're saying, despite everything we've done, we're no closer to stopping the fire? That it's hopeless?
I'm saying we just can't know.
Hold up, professors. There's one giant variable that wasn't in your equation last time. Me. We know reality is obsessed with mind-fucking me right now. Maybe whatever is going on with me and Safi will, I don't know, cancel out the fire? Maybe the fact that I'm here this time, if I can figure my shit out,
You were
is
there
the
last
missing
time.
piece. Max? What's up?
Last reality, you were here. You came to find me and I was gone, but I guess you met Moses.
How do you know?
'Cause I saw you. You were passed out from the smoke. Moses was carrying you before you...
Oh. Why didn't you tell me?
I guess.
I've been so focused on you and us and stopping this fire. I didn't want to derail it all. But that was last time. Like Moses said, everything is different. Now we know it's coming.
Yeah. And we still can't stop it. What if the fire isn't the only constant? What if our deaths are, too?
It's possible.
No! It doesn't work that way. It can't.
Whew. There is only one thing to do when reality fucks you this hard. I'm gonna go smoke.
Sorry, Chloe.
That really messed Chloe up. I should wrap up here and go check on her.
Wrap up here with what? I've already looked at everything. Is there anything else to say to Moses?
Thanks again, Moses. I'd be lost without you.
You're welcome. I just hope it's enough.
Okay.
Stay safe, Moses.
You too.
So far, the major choices, haven't been as hard in this game as they were in Double Exposure, at least from what I remember. Because it was like, tell Chloe about her death, tell Safi about the fire, tell on Safi to Yasmin. Like, those were all very easy for me. Or don't tell on Safi.
How are you feeling?
I think you mean, any last words?
Please don't joke about that.
You could just
Give me a
leave.
heads up, you know?
I'm sorry. I couldn't let myself imagine a world where it happened again.
I mean, I don't want to mess things up by saying this, but I feel like this is the more realistic answer. But I mean, Chloe is also kind of like she just recently was talking about like accepting that she's probably gonna die and that she doesn't deserve a second chance at life because like her dad didn't get it, Rachel didn't get it, and they have been very busy with a bunch of things, so I'm gonna go with this.
I get it. I just got you back too. There are things I can't let myself think about either.
Still, I'm sorry. I'm going to the admin building. Hopefully Owen is there, and I can confront him with the evidence. What about you and Moses?
I'm gonna head to the Turtle. The protesters should be meeting there soon. If I can figure out who's plotting violence on Caledon today, I can tell Noelle, and maybe we can stop this. I'm basically an honorary member of the Lakeport Townies. Someone is gonna let something slip. I know it.
I just...
I
would... have... You first.
Okay. This weekend has been... I've never had so many emotions at once. Excited, scared, utterly mind-fucked. But underneath it all, I've only really felt one thing. I am so incredibly happy to be here with you, Max. Whatever comes next. Your turn.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I just still can't believe you're here.
They're giving us a second chance. Ah, this one's harder. I can't even like put into words everything that's going through my head right now. I do feel like this conversation that we just had, I feel like I'm making Chloe a little too soft. But this is like, Chloe said back in Max's house that like, are we even the same people that we were when we were on the road and we fought about everything, and they're not, because reality is different. And I feel like Chloe and Max are both reckoning with the possibility that Chloe's death might be a constant again. I don't know.
We'll get through this, Max. This isn't another goodbye.
Oh. Cutscene is struggling. I don't even know if I want them to get back together or anything necessarily, but I feel like that made sense in the moment. The kiss made sense in that moment. Oh my gosh.
If the fire starts from here,
The security guards are so glitchy.
I'm telling you, there are elements within the protest who are actively threatening the school.
We need a credible threat. Online posts don't count. If something happens, we'll respond to it then.
When it's too late, I know your response times. You're basically telling us to fend for ourselves.
Hey, isn't that what Caledon always wanted? Your students can put all of their defund the police theories into practice. Good luck.
Noelle and I have had our differences. But she's probably my best bet for stopping this fire.
I think it would still be perfectly reasonable to call the police department, to call the fire department and be like, hey, anonymous tip, I feel like there's going to be a fire or something. Okay. New journal. I remember when nope, we already read this, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay. I remember when I first started journaling after Dad died. My therapist told me I should think of it like writing a first draft of history, which was about when I decided to stop paying attention to my therapist. Who gives a shit about writing history for the future, a time when, by definition, me and everyone I've ever known will be long dead? Unfortunately, if Max and I don't stop this fire, we may both be history, and then future generations may actually be studying this journal, if only to learn how we managed to fuck it all up so badly. Well, historians of the future, I have a message for you. Max and I kissed, and it was awesome. Yeah, sure. We could all be burnt toast in a few hours, not to mention I am rapidly losing my grasp on reality, but in that moment, none of that mattered. I'm sure that isn't what the future historians care about, but that's exactly why I don't give a shit what they think. Because to me, that's what today will always be about, whatever happens next. Now it's time to head back to Caledon's favorite hive of scum and villainy and craft beers. I have one last shot to figure out who in the protest might want to start a fire and burn down the school. If Max and I get it right, maybe we can stop the future history before it starts. And texts. More from drugstore makeup. Yo, I just got an email from that podcast guy. You ready for the interview? Yes. Just remember, a deep dive into queer rage and righteous anger. I remember, don't fuss. This is a big deal. I know you. I know you know. Just keep your heads on straight. Why are you up so late? Early? Just trying to unfuck my entire existence with physics. You? Same, I guess, but with alcohol. Izzy, podcast. I'm nervous. Just seeing this. Chloe, don't stress. You know I'm great live. Izzy, I expect you to grab the mic away from Bash at the slightest provocation. Bitch. B, that was the plan all along and you know it. And potential spam. Cardinal Sin, this is Crawlers Forever. You mean Joey? Better we don't use actual names in case of surveillance. K, sup, not Joey. We are beginning to marshal at the launch point. Signs, torches, bullhorns, and other supplies are on hand, but feel free to bring your own. If you meet any resistance on the way into the bar, let me know. I will send support. Word, anyone in your group looking to get extra spicy with torches or firecrackers today? That's who I want to be with. Plenty of spiciness to go around. See you soon. What is that little dot on the edge of my screen, like by Chloe's elbow? What is that? What is that? It's so annoying. Okay. We can talk to Noelle, but let's look around first.
I'm sure
Empty
someone
couch.
here can give me a lead.
Not a
I
zen
guess
moment.
people are steering clear of this place today, with the protest looming.
Ren.
Looks like Ren's been dabbling in the uncommissioned public arts. Interesting.
So he possibly could have spray painted that on the side of the Abraxas house. We do want to talk to him, but is there anything new in this?
Maybe someone lost a can of
No.
gasoline and matches. If only we were that lucky.
What about you guys? Who's out there? Okay, so they are talking about something. Oh, wait, his notebook. Oh. Ren's sketchbook.
Ren is a fellow doodler, huh? Isn't "I'm going to set a fire today" doodle too much to ask for?
Maybe his... Well, his dad left. He didn't die. As far as we know. And he drew Lucas and Joey. Okay, let's talk to Ren.
Hey, Ren.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Why aren't you with the group? Don't you want to stick it to Caledon anymore?
Mostly wanted to hang out with my friends. It's not fun anymore.
Ren seems pretty alienated from the group. Maybe because he knows something? Or is he planning something himself?
What are you doing? No cheese, only justice.
Cool, man. What did group cheese ever do to you?
Bottles.
These protesters do make it look fun, aside from the whole burning down the school thing.
I don't know. Could be kind of fun.
Nothing like an angry arts and crafts project.
Hands off our town. These are just people studying. They're not even part of the protest. The protesters are out on the back
Maybe one of
patio.
the ringleaders I've been talking to will know something. Amanda is definitely focused on more important things than mopping up right now. Amanda's benefit for Lakeport was just 2 nights ago. She must be wrecked by all of this.
Well, let's ask her about it.
What kind of bar are you running here anyway?
It's hardly my bar anymore. Belongs to the Angry Throng. Bring together Lakeport and Caledon, she said. The greatest space for coexistence and learning. Look, you can see how that turned out.
You didn't have to let him use the bar.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it always works for me. Try to fix a problem, end up making it 1,000 times worse.
Sure, but what's the alternative?
Not giving a fuck?
Okay. When you say it like that, it sounds pretty nice, actually. Anything I can help with?
Okay, we'll probably get to talk about all of these, so.
Who do you think wants the protest to turn violent?
I hate to say it, but Joey has gone straight off the deep end. It's sad. I don't want to say he's capable of violence, but I don't know anymore.
What about Lucas? Or Ren?
I don't know. Lucas seems like all talk and no action, and Ren's my guy. He helps me mop up around here, and we talk music. He's a sweet kid. He just needs to keep better company.
What's your plan? Are you going to campus?
As much as I love watching dudes walk and chant slogans, I will remain here, serving up cold glasses of everyone calm the fuck down.
What if some violence breaks out?
Hopefully the police will be on top of it. Although, I very much doubt it. They like to leave Caledon to its own fate. So, I guess if the shit really goes sideways, I'll lock the doors and try to stop the idiots from burning my bar down.
So, Max has this, I don't know, feeling about what will happen today.
Oh?
She says there will be this fire on campus. I know it sounds kind of hard to believe.
I believe it.
You do?
I'm not super into the new wavy stuff, but whether it's a third eye or a sixth sense or whatever else you want to say, Max has it. I take anything that girl has to say seriously. That is, when I'm lucky enough to see her ass these days. Thanks for the tip.
You got it. Stay safe today.
You too, Chloe.
I'm kind of bummed Amanda just got sidelines, like, because Chloe came back. Like, they just started off this game. They asked us at the beginning choices, like, did you romance Amanda or were you just friends with her? And that was just apparently just context for some of these conversations because they had broken up at the beginning. Amanda's forgotten everything because of storm amnesia. She's just kind of like floating around. So, I don't know. That's kind of... I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I mean, I love Chloe, but like... I like Amanda too, and I feel like they could have done a really good job with making things awkward or tense or difficult, like if Max and Amanda were still dating.
No more secret meetings or private message boards. The protest is fully out in the open.
Maybe that would have been too complicated and too long and overscoped for the developers to do, but I don't know. And even Moses feels like he's been sidelined a little bit, not as much, but yeah, Vin's barely in it. We still haven't seen Diamond. I don't even know if we will at this point.
Hey, Professor.
Here to snark at the tides of change?
You know, I've snarked at so many things before, but that would be a first.
I hope you and Max pay attention today. You might just learn something.
There's concern about violence breaking out. Maybe someone trying to set a fire.
Ah, yes. The powers that be. Raising some vague specter of violence to stifle dissent. It's the oldest trick in the book.
You ever disagree with someone so hard, you end up coming all the way back around to agreeing with them?
It's called horseshoe theory. I encourage you to go read about it in one of the many books that are not here.
Hey, when you were at Caledon, did you hear anything about someone dying at an Abraxas party?
No. Now, will you please leave?
Come on. I know you want to get rid of me now, but you're gonna miss our banter when it's over.
Not likely.
Bye, Professor.
So long.
I can talk to more people, or check back with Noelle when I'm ready.
And I think it makes sense that they brought Lucas back after Double Exposure. I thought he would be done and his story was concluded, but because somebody's targeting Caledon, like, it obviously makes sense that he would be a good suspect for that. But I am kind of bummed that Gwen is just gone too.
All right, this is for Lakeport. So glad all you guys turned out. We're gonna make a huge difference here, all right? Let's get ready to go.
Yeah, all right.
I know it said talk to Noelle, but that felt like the end
ready to rock
thing,
and roll?
so I went out
Most
here
of us.
first.
Some got cold feet at the last minute.
I hope that was right.
Fuck those pussies. Today is about action.
Damn right. I wish Ren in there had the same attitude. That's what happens before a battle, though. People show you who they really are. Glad you're one of the good ones.
I'd like to give you a good one between the ass cheeks. With my boot.
Okay.
I can talk to more people. Or check back with Noelle when I'm ready.
New text from Max and Moses. Protesters are all milling around on deck with Joey. Noelle is here, but the Lakeport PD are being raging dickholes. They won't lift a finger unless we have a credible threat. Not surprised. I saw on social media that some of the members were supporting the protest. No obvious threats that I can see. I am going to talk some more to my main leads. Be careful. Keep us posted. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Will do. Okay, let's go talk to Noelle then.
Have you learned anything about the protest that could head off the threat?
No. I've been interviewing the leaders. Joey, the bartender, was highly belligerent. Lucas referred me to his podcast. The rest just shouted slogans at me.
I can talk to more people. Or check back with Noelle when I'm ready.
So there's nobody else to talk to, right? Yeah, our objective is to make an accusation, but I don't have enough evidence to make an accusation.
I know who is planning on turning violent today.
You do?
I mean... it's not Ren. Because he's chickening out, and that's what Joey said to, and Ren had spray paint in his backpack. Lucas, I agree with Amanda, is an all talk, no action kind of guy, and the second things get violent, he'd probably be like, ooh, I'm out of here. Okay. Joey, are you sure this is the choice you'd like to go forward with? This cannot be changed. I mean, I don't feel good enough making an accusation about anybody, but...
It's Joey. He's an extremist pretending to be an activist. He's out for blood.
Okay. I will alert the security team and keep a close eye on him. Thanks.
Feels like a red herring. Because it's like... every time Noelle is on screen, things freak out.
Not sure
it
if there's
feels like
anything else I can
he's
do.
the only obvious one
Hopefully
of the
Max
three,
finds
so...
something.
So maybe it's not... Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a quiet Sunday morning. For now.
Vin.
Shh, shh. They're really going at it in there.
They told me you were a snake in the grass. I should have listened.
Stop being so dramatic. You knew what kind of risk you were taking. You go and muck up the whole thing, and suddenly it's my fault?
Vincit omnium veritas.
These people love Latin.
Now you're boring me in 2 languages. I'm leaving.
Don't bother. This office will be yours soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was worth the price of admission.
Damn it. I knew it was you.
If you say so.
What are you doing here? And no more games. Please. Yasmin? Wait. Yasmin?
Oh, flip it over. I was like, what do you want me to do? Abraxas Formal, September 21st, 1995. So it was the 90s. Freddie Hodges, Seth Huston, Wendell Zhang, Monica Duke, Liz Hahn, Stanley Law, Gail Reese, Molly Preston, Alan Allen, Van McDonald, Irene Wilkinson, Edith Jenkins, Melinda Bernard, Marcy Stewart, Jerome Madden, Tom McBride, Carlos Conway, Jan Wiley, Darren Fraser, Yasmin Fayed. I was wondering if there was going to be like a different name we'd recognize, like a Tom, was that the name of Ren's big brother or whatever?
Oh my god. Yasmin was in a
Of course she was.
She was there on the night when that kid died.
What do you know about him?
He was a Lakeport local who snuck into the party and got way too high and killed himself. There was a cover-up. I had no idea your mom was involved.
I'm impressed. Of course, when it comes to cover-ups, you should always assume that my mom is involved.
Yeah.
That's how I got tipped off to all of this. Seeing how she was talking to you, how confident she was that she had Owen wrapped around her finger. I knew she was up to something. The Abraxas house, the demolition, the cover-up. She was right there behind him, letting him be the face of it all.
Mm-hmm.
She steered his ass straight from poster boy to fall guy. That fire you saw? Guaranteed she was behind it too.
I don't know about that, though.
I'm not saying your mom is fully innocent, but how can you be sure she was behind Owen's plans? Or the fire?
Does Owen seem like the criminal mastermind type to you? No. This is my mom all over.
Let's confront her with the evidence. We can hold her accountable for the cover-up and whatever else she's planning.
Not interested. I have a better offer. Let's leave. Right now. Let's pack up the car and get the fuck out of here. We can be in New York by sundown. From there, who knows? Yes, you can bring the girl too. We can link back up with her band. Reconnect with Diamond, hit the mountains, head west. We can find your town. The one that magically reappeared from the dust of the earth.
Safi.
We could head straight there and get you some of that sweet, sweet closure you've always wanted.
Safi, I don't know where you're coming from. You ignore me for months. Then you're on campus hiding from me. And now you want us to run off together? Look, Caledon is my home now. I don't want to abandon it.
You promised me, Max. You said when I came back that you would be there for me. Well, I'm calling it in. I know shit between us has gotten weird. But it's still me. You're my best friend. And if you still care about me at all, you need to trust me. This is why I'm here. I thought it was because I needed your help, but I was wrong. We need each other. You, me, Chloe. Maybe even Moses. Who knows? Your power called us together from afar, like some kind of beacon or
a lighthouse?
Exactly. Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
I do. It's so we could start over together, be free of this fucking place, the way it was always meant to be.
No, Safi, I'm sorry. I do care about you.
I don't think Max calling Safi selfish is fair.
But right now, I have a job to do. There are people who could die today if I don't help them. Don't you understand? That should be enough for you.
I should be enough for you. Please, I'll be good. I won't shapeshift. I won't lie. Just please. I don't want to be alone.
Sophie.
Fine. Enjoy playing the hero. Just don't act surprised when you make everything worse again.
Yeah, that's a very real possibility. Also, Yasmin didn't hear any of that.
Maxine. Hello. Are you here for Owen? He's just stepped out.
No. I'm here for you, actually.
I see. I was just indulging in a bit of nostalgia. Intoxicating, but deadly in high doses. Please.
Let's see what Yasmin has been hiding.
Chloe says, I told Noelle I think Joey is going to start the fire. What's going on with you? It looks like Yasmin is way more involved than I thought. I don't know if she's connected to the fire, but she must be involved in covering up that body. I knew it. You did? No, not really. I just wanted to be right. Max, are you okay? Do you need help? I'm okay. Hopefully can get her to open up. We'll update later. And Sophie. I'm sorry, Sophie. I care about you so much, but right now I need to focus on saving the school. I know you have questions about what I can do, but I have to try. And I will get the truth from your mom. I was really excited about Sophie being like an antagonist for this game. I mean, she kind of is in Double Exposure too. You just don't realize the extent of that until later. But I don't know. I was excited with her involvement in the last video we posted, but in this video I'm kind of like not as convinced that it's working as well. I don't know. We'll save that and see where the story goes. I had been waiting for the perfect moment to finally kiss Chloe. Turns out any moment that you get to kiss Chloe is the perfect moment. How silly of me. I wanted to dance down the endless observatory steps, or better yet, run back up them and kiss her again, but she's not safe yet. For a few more hours, I have to focus on the fire. After this, Chloe and I will figure out how to stop her weird visions, talk about what the future holds. We'll untangle everything, starting tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time the fire started. I thought there was a chance that it was just the Abraxas party bonfire, which spread the night before and grew out of control with the next day. But that would be too simple. Whatever happened last time, we need to assume it's still going to happen, unless we can stop it. Also a dumb thing to assume when you saw Molotov cocktails next to the observatory. There's still so much we don't know, but Chloe wants to see if any of the protesters are plotting something violent. And I want to figure out what Owen is up to, once and for all. Either he'll be in the admin building and I can see what he knows about the body, or I get to break into the president's office again. Okay, there's the Copernicus statue.
Yasmin, Owen, Abraxas. All these crazy, convoluted plans. How important is it all in the end?
Which is in front of the observatory. What if I just... Oh, it just says look. I thought I could just leave. Newton's cradle.
Am I the ball that sets the others into motion? Or am I one of the ones being crashed into?
Very insightful, Max. Very thoughtful. Chess rook.
We could sit in silence, or I could jump right in and talk to Yasmin.
Why can't I look at this? Anything with her computer?
Owen really ramped up his security after Sophie and I broke in here.
Two-factor authentication. Probably for the best. Alright.
Talking to Yasmin is hard enough as it is. Getting her to tell me the truth about Abraxas and Owen has my hands shaking.
Whiskey and glasses.
I wonder if Owen was expecting to celebrate with Yasmin this weekend. His Caledon 2.0 plans must have felt so close. Yasmin was a member of Abraxas when that horrible death happened. Is she behind all of this?
So, this is a rare treat. What would you like to discuss?
Let's go bottom up.
I saw Owen running out of here. He seemed very upset.
I'm sorry you saw that. As you know, Owen and I don't see eye to eye. Unfortunately, this has become very personal between us. But to call me a snake after all that I've done for him? Well, I always try to keep my cool, no matter how upset I am.
I do have the option to rewind.
Haven't you been a snake? Lying and backstabbing everyone?
I see your sense of reality is just as twisted as his. How sad.
Should I rewind?
So, this is a rare treat. What would you like to discuss?
Okay. Now I don't have the body there as an option.
I just saw Sophie. She told me some disturbing things about you.
Sophia is here? So you did lie to me earlier?
Yes, but...
If I cannot trust you, then I'm afraid there is no reason for us to speak. This conversation is over, Maxine.
I'm gonna go all the way back. Because I want to see if the body comes back as an option. Or maybe I should have gone top down then. Okay, I don't have the option to even ask about the body anymore.
I know about the body in the Abraxas house.
Yeah, okay. I figured
and I know
that
you've
they would
been
be
trying
connected
to cover
then.
it up. But I also know that you're not a snake. I might not agree with all of your decisions, but I would like to understand.
Understand, she says? How could I make you understand something that remains a mystery to me?
I know it was an accident, and you were just a kid.
And somehow, even then, I was the only adult in the room. Everyone else was on drugs, barely functioning. I was barely in Abraxas then. Not even a senior member. But someone had to act so that all of our lives weren't ruined forever. I wish I were never there. I sometimes think that night was a poison that has infected the rest of my life.
And that's why you were willing to risk Loretta's life to cover it up?
You are drawing a line between two dots and calling it a constellation, Maxine. Owen was the one who called for demolishing the house for his own project. Whatever theory you're pushing about my involvement is pure fiction. I want no part in it. We are done.
Too pushy, Max.
Whoa.
I'll need to be a bit more subtle if
I want to open her up. I thought she would keep talking while I rewound.
So?
Okay, so we're back at the beginning, so not a snake.
I know about the body. But I might not agree. I know it wasn't.
Let's just go in order then.
Why
and see
did
what
you
happens.
hide the body in the basement? And why keep all the evidence?
The evidence was supposed to protect us from each other. I remember the term mutually assured destruction used.
Yeah.
Over the years, the evidence took on a kind of mythology within Abraxas, even as its meaning became lost. A succession of students came and went, nobody guessing at the secret. Foolishly, I too began to feel as though the demon in the basement had lost its power. Over me, over Caledon. How wrong I was.
Did Owen know about the evidence? Or anyone else?
I never told anyone, and Owen never saw beyond his own flimsy scheme. I suppose those close to me may have picked up on my peculiar wariness regarding Abraxas, but I don't know.
And that's why you were willing to risk Loretta's life? Whoa, that struck a nerve. But I might be able to use that to get on her good side.
What happened?
You may leave now.
That was a dialogue option I had already picked. What changed?
So?
Rare treat. Not a snake.
I know about the...
Uh-huh.
But I also know... I might not... I know it was an
I want to
accident.
understand. You were just a kid. So cover up triggers her. Let's ask about sledgehammer
I was
because we haven't
there
done
last
that.
night. At the Maybon party. Did you send someone with a sledgehammer to destroy the evidence?
What? That's crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe you didn't know about the sledgehammer, but I still think you were connected somehow.
Don't you see that my guilt is suffocating enough without your spurious connections, Maxine?
Yasmin feels guilty about what happened. If she feels she can trust me with that guilt, I can get the whole story from her.
Okay. Rare treat.
So, this is a rare treat? What would you like to discuss?
Oh, it won't even let me skip now.
I know about the body in the
Because I have all the
house.
information, so it's just gonna play,
And
I guess.
I know you've been trying to cover it up. I might not agree with all of your decisions, but I would like to understand. I know it was an accident, and you were just a kid.
And somehow, even then, I was the only adult in the room. Everyone else was on drugs, barely functioning. I was barely in Abraxas then. Not even a senior member. But someone had to act so that all of our lives weren't ruined forever. I wish I were never there. I sometimes think that night was a poison that has infected the rest of my life.
And that's why you were willing to risk Loretta's life to cover it up? Loretta came within seconds of dying in that basement. I know because I was there too. I know you have been drowning in guilt since then. That you feel suffocated. but I'm worried that the threat isn't over. I need you to tell me everything you know.
That poor child's death decades ago? It was the crisis that taught me who I am. I am the one everyone turns to when there's a problem that must be solved. There have been more crises since. Some have propelled my career to new heights, and others have destroyed me. Owen Teller was another kind of crisis. A dull, ambitious man with all purpose and no sense. When he let me in on his plan to destroy the Abraxas house, I knew I must act. With one move, I could ruin Owen, rebuild my reputation from the Maya disaster, and finally put the threat in the basement away for good.
You were willing to cause so much damage just to cover your tracks?
No. It was his idea. He had the whole scheme worked out. He only needed me to take his hand and tell him it would all be okay. Then, I learned about Loretta. What I had nearly done. How my actions years ago lit the fuse that almost killed her. In an instant, I saw what I had become. Sloppy. Reckless. Not someone to be trusted in a crisis. I thanked God I had been given this lesson without any more suffering. But perhaps it wasn't a higher power I should have been thanking. I called Owen and told him I was out, and I am. I await the upcoming inspection to turn up the horrible evidence of my crime, and I will face up to it.
The body is gone now. I have the evidence, but it doesn't implicate you at all.
That is surprising. I suppose I should feel relieved, but I do not.
Right now, what I care about is stopping another catastrophe. Which will happen, unless you tell me the whole truth about the body.
I understand that you do not trust me. But if this crisis is truly coming, then you must go, and look for it elsewhere. Before it is too late. After my reputation is destroyed, at least one of my decisions will be viewed positively. Hiring you. Good luck, Max.
I won't find more here. Time to leave.
Trying to collect my thoughts.
Whether Yasmin told me the full truth or not, she definitely wasn't the one in the basement with the sledgehammer last night. Time is running out. I need to decide now. Who took the remains from the basement last night? Who will start a fire by trying to destroy them?
Ugh. I feel like I feel like this mystery isn't coming together for me. Someone wants to remove the body so that the house can come down and not implicate Yasmin. I really don't understand. And I mean, Reggie is here. I guess there's still the possibility that that other Reggie we saw was Safi and not Reggie. It could be, it seemed like it was a man, which could have been Safi as anybody. Vin, why would Vin, I mean, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I feel like I'm missing a lot. Okay, why would Safi do that? I mean, Safi was there. We know Safi was there. We know Reggie was there. Safi could have taken the body out and then transformed into Reggie when Max and Chloe came out. But where would she have hidden the body that quickly? Owen just feels like Yasmin said, that he's just like, that's what I don't get about what Yasmin just said. She was like, this was Owen's plan, but it wasn't clear to me whether Owen knew that about the body, or if he was just, or if the plan was just tear down the Abraxas house for Caledon 2.0. But if the board has supported him and his whole point is to destroy the evidence, maybe they did tell him about the body. And then Vin could have known about it because he was an Abraxas senior, but it does make sense now, knowing what the secret was way back in the 90s, that Vin becoming the president in 2025 or whatever wouldn't have known the extent of that. But would he want to hide the evidence to save Yasmin's reputation, save Owen's reputation, in order to save his job? Owen just feels like such a dumb choice because, like, we have no connection to him. There's no, like, depth to the story if he's the culprit. But that's who I'm gonna pick. Am I gonna pick Owen? Fine. Are you sure this is the choice you'd like to go forward with? This cannot be changed. There might be a bonus video of me making different choices for the series, because I felt like early on in the series I was like ahead. I felt like I was a step ahead of the mystery, and then it's just like kind of falling apart for me. We'll see how things go, but we're choosing Owen for now.
Defeated with Yasmin, but I don't think he's giving up yet. He'd do anything to protect his plans for Caledon. Hi. I think I know who will start the fire today. I just hope I'm not too late.
I also don't see a strong connection between what Chloe is investigating, what Max is investigating, and the fire.
Max has a
which
suspect.
is what
I have a suspect. It'll be enough to stop the fire. It has to be.
Which is what I had Max say in Moses's office, that we have there's not enough evidence. Like, this is a correlation, but not strong conclusions. And what is this green? The green little firefly glow
Chloe?
stuff?
Paradox stuff?
Paradox stuff. I can't stand this. When will we know if it worked?
How will we determine a fire didn't start today? Wait until midnight?
Ugh. I talked to Max. She thinks Owen is going to start the fire.
And you still think it's gonna be the bartender?
I don't think either of these things. Again, I'm being so non-committal in these dialogue choices,
It could
because
be either. Hell, maybe it's both.
You know, maybe I've been too fatalistic. Maybe it's not a question of how inevitable the fire is, but how to mitigate the damage using what we know. If someone had a telescope and the right vantage point, they could probably spot a fire as soon as it broke out.
don't go on the observatory roof.
Since they know
That's
the fire
for sure.
might be coming, said someone's could take measures to protect themselves?
Oh, it's someone's now, is it? Where could we get the best view of campus?
The observatory.
No.
I'm not saying it's the safest plan, but we know the risks and can take precautions. Hypothetically, we'd be in no more danger than if we stayed here.
You want to tempt fate that much? That's so incredibly hardcore. Max will be so pissed if we put ourselves in danger. But if she winds up in danger, we might be close enough to help.
I don't imagine you'd let me go by myself.
Not a fucking chance. Let's go.
You're supposed to meet Max here. Why would you go now? I'm starting to agree with Safi. I'm like, let's all just leave. Call in an anonymous tip to the fire department. Tell them to bring bolt cutters. And leave.
We are Lakeport! We will not be silenced! Shake the ivory tower! Let your voices be heard! We will not be silenced!
Max, it's like a zombie movie. Do we run, or do we start shambling around and hope we blend in?
Reggie, I need you to be honest with me right now. What did Owen do with the bones that were in the Hall of Secrets?
What are you talking about? Real human bone? Oh, God, is that what this has all been about? A literal fucking skeleton?
Didn't Owen know?
No! He thought the big secret was some blackmail on the administration, like Loretta's podcast said. Oh, Jesus. I slept in a house with a dead guy. Owen's been running around all morning making sure the windows are boarded for the protest. I don't think Abraxas is on his mind at all.
Shit.
There's like
That
10
back
people
to
in this
square
protest.
one.
Are you gonna board the
You
windows?
better get out of here, Reggie. It's not safe. No, no!
Run! Stop! No!
Mm-hmm. I think I said something like that. That like Ren. At least I hope I said something like that. That Ren being like the obvious. It's not gonna be him. Means
She's got
that
fucking
it is gonna be
superpowers.
him.
Of course she'll be fine. But what if she's not? What if there's, I don't know, a stampede?
I sent out a mass email this morning with a copy of the school's fire escape plans. If something goes wrong, hopefully people remember where to go.
Moses, that's amazing. You thought of everything.
I'm sure I didn't. But every little bit helps.
You see anything?
Maybe a blade of grass? Not sure. It's the wrong eyepiece. When I get stressed out, I can become a little scatterbrained, but I really thought I brought that other eyepiece up here, though.
Hey, my brain is always scattered. I'll search around.
Thanks.
Where would an absent-minded Moses have left a telescope lens?
New message from Joyce. What's going on, Chloe? I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still on the road? No, sorry, things are crazy. I'm with Max. Max? Really? How is she? It's complicated. It always was with you two. Not like that. And like I said, things are crazy right now. I'll be okay. We'll talk soon. Sure thing, hun. Give my love to Max. And text with Max. Are you okay? I know you're busy saving the world, but please let me know. I'm okay. The protest has started. I thought I knew who was going to start the fire, but now I'm worried I was wrong. We'll figure this out. Stay safe. Whatever happens, just want you to know. I wouldn't trade this time with you for anything in the world. And journal. Anxiety is a funny thing. Often you spend days or weeks freaking out about something, only to realize it was really nothing. How many hours did I waste over what do I say to Max when I see her, never imagining that I'd be rolling up on her ass in desperate need of a high-speed getaway. On the other hand, here I am on the rooftop of the observatory where I apparently died in the middle of a literal firestorm, and I feel, maybe calm isn't quite the right word. Resigned, maybe? Content? Maybe it's just nice to feel in control of myself while everything I can't control finally works itself out. Like my own existence, which is starting to become so slippery it's hard to hold on to it. I know I am alive. I know something inside of me thinks I am dead, but that part is wrong. It seems to be getting a lot louder lately, nearly drowning out all my other thoughts. It feels strange to say, but there is nowhere I'd rather be than this rooftop. With Moses here, Max out there, and a real fire to fight. Because at least I can believe in that. Okay. Flame retardant
Moses
blankets.
tried to show me how to smother a fire with one of these last night, but I almost fell asleep in it.
And the admin building is right down there, isn't it? Oh, it's at look. I thought it was a listen,
check around
like
the
a
telescope
podcast.
gear. No eyepiece. Some sweet wrenches, though. That thing was a bitch to set up. But if things go bad, we've got another escape route.
Cigarette butt. Maybe put that
Anyone
out.
who chain smokes on rooftops while staring up at the stars is a kindred spirit of mine.
Ah, Sophie. Maybe there's like a podcast
Where
over
would
here or
an
something.
absent-minded Moses
Not
have
allowed
left
to go
a
over there.
telescope lens?
Documents.
I thought Max and Moses got along because they were both nerds. But now I think it's because they're both heroes.
From Moses Murphy to all students and staff. Date Sunday, September 22nd, 11:02 a.m. Subject protest. Hello all. In case you weren't aware, there's a protest scheduled to take place at Caledon University today. Hopefully it will be peaceful, but there's a chance the situation could get out of hand. I'm attaching copies of the emergency escape plans for all the Caledon buildings I could find. Stay safe, everyone. Moses Murphy. And the fire escape routes, like he said. Am I gonna need to know this? Go down the stairs. No, go. This is the second floor. So, stairs to roof. Well.
Scatterbrain doesn't cover it. Moses is lucky he managed to get dressed this morning.
Oh, I got it. first aid kit.
Moses is my first choice for post-apocalypse bunker mate. After Max, of course.
This way. Thank you. Away from home stories. Maya
As a
Okada.
kid, I was so desperate to leave Arcadia Bay. But then I left it in ruins. Or maybe it left me in ruins.
Yeah, this is the same manuscript that Lucas stole. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. But that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. Yeah. Probably not gonna let me go over here.
Got the eyepiece? Yeah. Now, back to Moses.
Case?
Bing, no.
Fire extinguisher.
Moses thinks we took enough precautions. I hope he's right.
Maybe you should have brought a few. Okay, here's your eyepiece.
This little adventure is making me want to get my own telescope. I'll look into it.
Thanks. I don't see a crowd yet. The protest must... Oh my god.
Shit! He just... Oh, no!
Hello? An arsonist has attacked Caledon University.
Ren.
Yes, right in the center of campus. Please hurry, it's... Wait, hold on. There's, another one.
What the hell? What's over that hill?
I think the Abraxas house exploded? No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, that was one of my very first thoughts in the first episode, was this is like a coordinated effort. It's like the fire starting in multiple locations.
Max? I'm gonna check something out.
That's not Max.
The fire department will be
That's
here
Sophie.
soon. Stay safe. Tell them to take the frontage road. It's faster.
Why didn't you rewind the second you saw...
I was too late. I can't go back far enough.
You literally saw him, like, throw the first thing.
Sir, you need to stay back.
Or even if it had already started a little bit, you could have rewound and, like, tackled him.
I heard screaming.
I'll check the fab. You check the admin. No students are dying today. Until the fire department arrives, get away from me.
Help! Somebody!
Loretta?
Hold on, Loretta, I have to read a text from Chloe. I'm texting Chloe. Main quad is burning, are you okay? I know, I'm safe, with Moses. Where are you? I'm in the quad. Students might be trapped. I need to save whatever I can. We tried so hard to stop this. Fuck. We did everything we could. We still are. Do your best and stay safe. I will. So you just got a text from Max that said she's in the quad. So put two and two together, Chloe. Don't just... Okay.
It's locked.
And it's locked.
I need to find something to...
So this was
time.
premeditated.
I'm gonna double back.
Just like the locks on the observatory. I don't know.
I saw Owen run in here from the quad. That door's open. Just be careful. I will. Ah! Loretta?
Oh. okay, Loretta.
I know this sounds crazy, but I need you to wait there. I will get you out.
Yeah, that does sound pretty crazy. Holy shit! The roof is caving in. I have to go.
And we definitely should have brought bolt
Partners,
cutters with
I'm your
all
birch
Max
team.
saw the first
So
time.
trust me and don't move.
Fine. Hurry though.
Wait, doesn't Vin keep keys to all the doors on his desk?
Free Loretta! Oh my gosh. Music. This is as fast as Max can run. Mailroom.
Don't worry, Loretta. I saved you once, I can do it again.
There's no time to look at extra stuff. Drawer.
I think Vin has a key stand on his
Oh,
desk.
right. It is, yep.
No, the fab key is gone.
It's getting closer.
Trophy case. Maybe I can find something heavy to break down that door?
Hold on, Loretta. I'm gonna do a little rewind to give you some more time.
This office is locked.
Oh, girl, why are you running that way? That is not the button I pushed. And maybe run a little faster, Max. Well, it looks heavy.
Max! It's getting closer!
No, too small.
None of them look heavy.
No, this one looks too light. This one is large, but looks too fragile. No, too light.
They're all too light.
I think this is Vince. I remember it being heavy.
Okay.
Oh no.
They're all little.
Biggest ego, heaviest trophy. Hope this works.
What is that?
Loretta, please have stayed at the door.
It's getting closer!
Whoa. I'm coming.
Loretta, don't move!
Okay, Max, you get 10 seconds, I'm making it getting closer!
Holy shit, Max! You saved my—
Move!
Again.
Get out of here.
Suspect spotted en route to the observatory. Smoke rising from the building. Possible arson.
Take the police bike.
No. Please, no.
Take the bike.
Chloe, thank God you're okay.
Max? Let's leave right now.
Ooh, slow down.
Come on, Chloe. It's you and me. Fuck Caledon. Fuck Sophie and Moses. All that matters is us, right? We can get through anything.
Sophie, I've known Max my whole life. If you're gonna trick me, you'll need more than just her face.
What? I threw in a hug and everything. That girl is such a hugger.
That's true.
What was your plan? You'd steal me away, pretending to be Max until... what?
Does it seem like I'm in a 5-year plan mindset right now? Listen, I'm not stealing you. I'm asking you. Can we get out of here, please? I know you love Max. I love her too. But where has that love ever gotten us? Mind-fucked. Chewed up. Half dead.
Maybe all of this has been about bringing us together. We're two broken halves that have a chance to be whole. Come on, I'm serious. Do you want a new start, or do you want to keep being Max's sidekick and victim?
This seems like more of a Chloe answer.
Fuck you, Safi. Don't ever talk about Max like that.
Guess that's it then.
What do you mean?
Cut the shit. You know we're hanging on by a thread. Maybe the thread's already snapped.
You're not making any sense.
You don't see it? Look. Open your eyes. No! You can run all you want. The rest of your life, maybe. But I doubt it. Because at the end of the day...
Shut up!
We're dead. I spent so long blaming other people. Lucas, my mom, Max. I mean, Max did point a gun at me. Let's be honest, she was never gonna shoot me. Such a tease. It's not her fault. I'll bet that night at the Overlook it wasn't even her finger on the trigger.
Stop! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I really am. It was shit luck for your half-life to be knotted up with mine, but I know what I need to do.
Wait, just hear me out.
Spare me the speech, okay? I already know what will happen if I do this. My mom will mourn me for a minute and move on. My friends already have. My life doesn't make sense anymore. My death is crystal clear.
You think I don't get it? My head is a mess. Half of my memories are horrible, and the other half didn't happen. Sometimes I think I'll never be okay again. But there are still some things worth sticking around for. My band, who wouldn't be able to put their pants on without me. My mom's pancakes. And Max, who... just... Max.
Max is my best friend. But I fucked it all up. She'll never trust me again.
Yeah, she told you about the fire.
She trusted you enough to tell you about the fire. And you trusted her enough to take her seriously. There's still hope for you two. Please, I'm begging you. You don't want to do this.
Just Nothing makes sense anymore. This is the only thing that does. I'm not crazy.
Of course you're not crazy. Moses told me about Maya. I lost someone like that once. It felt like every light went out in every room. Everywhere. Of course you're not crazy. And Maya wasn't crazy when she killed herself either. But that doesn't mean it was the right thing to do.
You've got a lot of fucking...
Tell me I'm wrong. Please. Let's just talk outside of this place. We can go find Max. Maybe your mom. I know there's some bad blood there, but... sure, your mom still loves you.
She doesn't love me. She's just desperate to control me again. I haven't even really seen her since the night that I shot her. She's been badgering Max for information on me, you know. Max lied to her face.
Oh, these choices feel very consequential. I don't like any of these.
I was the biggest little shit to my mom after my dad died.
Biggest little.
For years. We laugh about it now. Trust me. Your mom hasn't given up on you. And Max didn't squeal on you because she hasn't given up on you either.
Chloe, look around. We shouldn't be here. Max had no right to bring me back. We're dead women walking. A bastardization of reality.
This feels like a Chloe answer.
Who cares what reality wants? What has reality ever done for us? My town, my mom, is back. Is that a bad thing? Is she a mistake? No. Screw that. She's alive, and reality can go fuck itself.
Uh-oh.
Sophie, listen to me. You are the most stubborn, self-destructive person I've ever met, and that's saying something. But you were right when you said that we are together for a reason. We can save each other. You have to trust me.
Come on, Sophie.
You really gotta work on your bedside manner.
Well, nobody else makes house calls in the void, so...
Come on. Let's go.
Whoa.
Shit. Moses!
And where did Sophie go?
I couldn't stop the fire. And now I'm right back here. Moses was right. Oh my god. Moses. And Chloe. Where are they?
Hopefully Moses went down the ladder. Let's look at our texts and journal first. Max, are you okay? Do you need help? Okay, no, we already did that. Where are you? We were on the rooftop. What? Why would you go back there? But then Chloe went inside and suddenly the fire broke out. I think the flammable chemicals exploded. The emergency sprinklers aren't working either. I don't know. I'm trying to get to her. There's so much smoke. Find a safe place. Stay there. I am coming. Chloe was wrong. It was Ren. He was the arsonist. Well, one of the arsonists. I was wrong. I don't know what happened at the Abraxas house, but I could hear the blast from campus. Who was up there? And why did we draw a picture of Vin? I tried everything to stop the fire. I couldn't stop it. I'm so tired. There are sirens coming from the observatory. Get to the observatory. That was so stupid of them to go to the observatory. Their whole like, oh, we can be prepared.
There's so much life in this place. I tried so hard to protect it. Didn't Jeanette say she was working on her graduate essay? She could be in the observatory now.
I'm sorry if you can hear my dog chewing on her chew in the background. I will try to adjust the volume.
Or Chloe. Maybe they're safe.
Hello?
Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
What's happening?
There's an arsonist. He's firebombing all the buildings. They finally grabbed him, but not before he did all this. Then, I heard an explosion from the town. Dispatch said someone from the president's office was up by Fremont Street.
So it was Vin.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? I'm just a custodian. Why the hell is this on me? I don't know what to do.
Style?
It doesn't matter. We're here. We can do something. I see a hose. Is there somewhere we can hook it up?
Yeah, there's a connection in the atrium, but we need to open the shutoff valves. There's 3 around the back of the building.
I'll do that part.
Shit, okay. I don't know how long I'll last once I'm inside. Be fast.
I can do that.
Is that the same guy that was dancing in part 2?
Not too late this time. I still have a chance.
Probably.
I need to open the water valves. But where are they?
Can I even get out this way anymore? No? Okay, so this way. Water valves. That's a dumpster. Noelle, what are you doing?
I don't know how many students.
She
There's too much
glitches
smoke
every
to see.
time.
No, that's too long. I'm going in there. Anything you want to tell me?
Jeanette.
My student Jeanette. She's in classroom 112 with a tutor.
Shit. Okay, got it.
My friends, Chloe and Moses, they shouldn't be there, but something tells me... Oh god.
If I see them, I'll save them.
Good luck in there.
Okay, I'm going in.
Okay, let's go find the water valves.
It's broken. I need to find some way to turn it.
That
It's
won't turn
broken.
up. Okay. Valve over here. Nope, just a statue of Atlas, I think. Max, you really need to run faster.
This is where those students were trapped last time.
Yep.
I need to keep looking for the valves.
I'm trying, girl. He said around back, so... Okay, let's go over here by Atlas. Because there's that one. There's a bike. Some benches. That's not...
I need to keep looking for the valves.
That's not anywhere helpful.
That one valve is broken. I can't turn it with just my hands.
Mm-hmm. Not really... And there was nothing here. Valve map. There we go. That'll be helpful. Okay, so yeah, the one by the fountain. Where am I? Utility room, interior shut-off valve. Okay, so there's one in here. Right? Note.
As if I couldn't hate Owen's expansion plans anymore.
Sprinkler system disabled for campus-wide structural and surveying work by order of the President's office. That is so stupid and dangerous.
Looks like the sprinkler system tripped. Hopefully this makes a difference.
A mask. Shut off valve.
Reality is cruel, but it's still reality. It doesn't bend to your will.
One down, 2 to go.
Anything else in here? A wrench. Okay. Don't turn me that way. Am I supposed to go in here? No. Okay. Yeah, we've got a... Now that we have this wrench, we should be able to turn the other one. So let's do that.
Max, hurry, the roof is caving in!
I'll save you, Moses. I'll save everyone. Just give me time. One more valve and I'm done.
And the other one should be down this path? I didn't understand the map. I'm really bad at spatial awareness. But that is blocked, so not that way. Is it like maybe up against this fence somewhere? There's police cars. I feel like...
One main valve in the mechanic room and 2 outside.
And 2 outside. And this is about where she stopped me.
Looking for the valves.
Okay. Sorry, everyone with spatial understanding who is like, it's over there, you idiot. And it wasn't over here. I didn't see anything over here. I should just go and look at the map again. She's gonna turn me around here? No? Okay.
I know where the valves...
Because I thought it was past the statue, but I didn't think about this other little side path.
And that's 3. The water should be running. I should check the other side of the building and see if anyone else needs my help.
Okay, so now we're supposed to go this way. Just a leisurely jog. Hello, anybody need some help?
I did everything I could. Maybe it's okay. No!
What happened?
Sophie! Sophie! Here!
Chloe! I'm trying to get to you, but the stairs are collapsing.
Fuck! I can't see shit!
They're down there, by the whiteboards.
Is that Max? No, that was Sophie. No, it was Max. She's rewinding, and that's the jumpy. Why don't you have the mask on, Max? I picked it up for a reason. And now we're all on the roof. Is the ladder still there?
Damn it! We were supposed to be saving your ass this time.
What the hell were you thinking being in there?
She came inside for me. And I'm grateful she did. I'm grateful for all of you, actually.
I'm just glad you're here. The real you.
Co-signed. Now how do we get off this roof?
Moses.
Rewind.
Your ladder.
Max, rewind so it's up.
Isn't it?
No!
Just rewind so the ladder's up and then go down the ladder. Oh.
Hey. It's okay.
No, it's not. I can do something. I can reset the ladder. I can put you back before the fire. My selfie. I can go back to the beginning and do it right this time.
The photo's long gone.
I tried everything to stop this. But I failed you. Again. What good am I, or my powers, if I can't save you?
Hey. I chose to be here. By your side. Even now, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And no matter what happens, I'm so glad we were given this time together.
I'm so sorry, Chloe. It's not supposed to end like this.
Where'd Sophie and Moses go?
You'll be there for me, Max. You always are.
Oh.
No!
So I can rewind now, but I couldn't rewind a few seconds ago when the ladder fell. Sure. I am rewinding. Is this one of those things where it's making me rewind over and over and then, yeah, I just can't. It's like, no, keep trying, but you can't. Somehow. For some reason. For narrative, I guess. Like, it kind of made sense in the first game when Max couldn't rewind over and over when Kate was on the roof. Here we are again on a roof. But, because she was, like, exhausting herself and pushing her and,
Powers might not last, Chloe.
trying to go too far, but it's not connecting for me now.
Forever.
Because it's only a few seconds, and Max and Moses' test said that she could go back almost 6 minutes. So Max is basically rewinding continuously enough that she's like slowing time. For Chloe's perception. And just leaving Safi and Moses on the roof.
Chloe. Chloe, please. You're okay.
What'd I tell you? I knew you'd be there. You always are.
Is this Assassin's Creed?
The ladder.
Also, that was not parked there a minute ago. I'm sorry, that whole thing just felt very contrived to me. Like, oh, we need to make it seem like Chloe's gonna die and Max can't do it, so we're gonna have a rewind, and then there's gonna be a pile of leaves to catch her, and now we can put the ladder up. I really didn't like that. This is the menu music.
Do you still remember when we were younger, before this world of ours ran out of time? Somehow it slips past. You can't trust an hourglass. I was banking on forever, but forever was a lie. It all turned to ash in the night. Pull me out of the dark. Say the word and I will run right back to the start. Ain't it strange how the time turns? This is not the world we knew before. I knew you in another life. Are we just embers in the sky? How the hell did you grow
Sophia.
up in a world you've no control of? You just run into the chaos of it all. And you gotta go with the rise and the fall. Down to the luck of the draw. Pull me out of the dark. Say the word and I will run strange how the time turns. This is not the world we knew before. I knew you in another life. Are we just embers in the sky?
Am I getting the bad ending because I guessed wrong? Or was this gonna happen anyway?
A school is many things. A home, a classroom, a space for dreams. It is a grand collaboration between scholars of the past, present, and future. Like all worthy projects, it is difficult to build, rewarding to maintain, and frighteningly easy to destroy. Never has this been more apparent. Caledon is a name we put to an ideal. One which demands the best of us. I, have fallen terribly short. But we can all choose today, this moment, to begin living up to that ideal. To reject hate. To choose life. Thank you.
I should make the rounds.
I'll be up back. Take your time.
It's been a hard week. I wonder how everyone is feeling. I should keep checking in with people.
New text from Yasmin. I hope to see you around much more, and do not... Oh, wait, no, we already read that. Okay. I'm sorry, Maxine, for everything. Me too. Great. Thanks. Max, we just heard the news. This is from Mom and Dad. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Oh, thank God. We were so afraid. There's a lot that's happened over the past 3 days. It's going to take me a long time to work through it. But yes, I'm going to be okay. Good. We love you. We're always here to talk. And Gwen. Max, I thought of you as soon as I heard about this latest Caledon tragedy. Are you okay? It was terrible, but yes, I am okay. Thank you for thinking of me. What's that dusty cliche people say in these occasions? You're never far from my thoughts. It happens to be true. You too. This place hasn't been the same since you left, and now I don't even know. Well, as living proof that there is life beyond Caledon, know that I'm always here if you want to talk. Thanks, Gwen. And our journal. I remember the first time I saw Caledon. After years of breaking into abandoned houses and rotting factories, it looked impossibly beautiful. The stone buildings, rolling hills dotted with sculptures. I think it healed some small broken piece of my heart. What will it feel like when Chloe and I drive out of town? I know the trees will grow back and the observatory will be rebuilt, but the campus is scarred now. Scarred in a way that I couldn't prevent. Chloe has told me it's not your fault every morning since the fire. Sometimes I even believe it. I've used my powers before to try and avert catastrophe. I created a world in which Chloe and Arcadia Bay can coexist, though not without serious consequences for Chloe. And I saved Safi. Well, I half saved her until Chloe got the rest of the way. So when I saw the fire, I used my powers again and did what I could to help, and I didn't even break the world this time. But what did I really manage to do? I saved some people, but let others die. I let buildings burn, let students be traumatized, and let the school fall into chaos. Chloe just looked over at me. She didn't tell me it wasn't your fault, but she's thinking it pretty loudly. I know she's right. I just have to make myself listen. So what now? With classes suspended, there's nothing for me to do. Chloe says we should hit the road, that she's been away from her band for too long. I think she also wants to get me away from the campus and the constant reminders of the fire. She might have a point. Back on the road with Chloe. Last time I let my guilt from the storm tear me apart. Maybe I can learn to handle the guilt from the fire. Maybe, for Chloe, I can live without looking back. Okay. Grilled cheese pull, don't care. That's Jeanette, right?
Hey, Jeanette. Doing okay?
Oh, hey, Max. It's been a rough couple of days. Kinda in my blue period, you know?
You've been through a lot. Take all the time you need.
I'll be okay. Just get ready for a lot of high contrast, black and white sadness landscapes if classes ever start again.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
What a shot.
I should keep checking in with people.
Okay. Yasmin?
Maxine, it was good to see you in the audience.
Your speech was lovely. Do you really think Caledon can rebuild?
I think we must. Necessity is the mother of many things.
How does the board feel about having you back in charge?
Delighted. Especially when I told them I would only step in until a suitable replacement could be found. Vin's horrible actions might have protected my reputation, but at such a cost. I have no wish to return to power. Besides, my time would be better spent elsewhere. I have been given a second chance to rebuild a relationship with Safia, and I don't plan to waste it.
What's next? Do you know when the school will reopen?
As soon as we can. I wish I knew more than that. In truth, I wish I knew many things about Caledon's future, and what part, if any, I will play in it.
I know the feeling.
Just know, should you choose to remain, you will always have a home here. Caledon needs you. And while I'm still working to understand my daughter, I suspect that she needs you too.
Take care, Yasmin. I should keep checking in with people.
Newspaper.
Yasmin is back on the throne.
Caledon University under new/old leadership. Caledon University faces a long road to recovery after last week's fire, and they will need to face it without President Owen Teller at the helm. Dr. Teller was tragically killed during the fire on Caledon's campus. When arsonist Ren Landry attacked the Fine Arts building, he entered the burning structure in an attempt to save the people trapped inside. His body was recovered the next day, along with the bodies of several students. Dr. Yasmin Fayyad, Caledon's previous president, is stepping into the role again. Caledon is facing many challenges, she said in a press conference given earlier today, but this hateful act will not deter us. Buildings can be destroyed, but our commitment to artistic and academic excellence remains untouched. Dr. Fayyad declined to answer questions after the press conference. It is unclear whether Dr. Teller's Caledon 2.0 expansion plans are still in effect. A gnome.
Looks like the gnomes managed to evacuate.
Am I supposed to... Is that a picture? No? Oh, okay. Another newspaper?
Nothing like seeing all of your failures on one front page.
Arson attack at Caledon. Explosion on Fremont Street. Caledon University was the victim of an arson attack yesterday. During a protest organized by former Caledon professor Lucas Colmenero, Ren Landry allegedly used an incendiary weapon to firebomb the school's fine arts building. He eluded Caledon's security team and also attacked the Everett Observatory before being detained and arrested. The Lakeport Fire Department arrived within minutes and managed to keep the flames from spreading to other buildings. Tragically, both the observatory and Fine Arts Building had students trapped inside, some of whom were sheltering in fear of the protesters. Lakeport PD will release a list of casualties within the next few days. Just as the flames were raging and the campus was beginning to panic, an explosion also shook Lakeport at 3180 Fremont Street, home of the school's Abraxas Society. It is unknown if the two events were connected or if Landry had an accomplice. Landry is still being questioned by police. His motives are unconfirmed, but it's worth noting that his father, Michael Landry, went missing in 1994 after telling friends that he was attending a Caledon party. Was Michael Landry's name on the list with Yasmin and I missed it? I was looking for something like that and I just didn't connect last name, maybe. Okay, Amanda.
Hey, I'm so glad the turtle wasn't damaged in the fire.
Yep. Bar's still standing, I'm still standing. Trying to focus on that for now.
Have you heard anything from the protest crowd?
After I fired Joey and banned the others? Only rumors. Ren's gonna get his day in court. His friends are already disavowing him.
Thank you for helping Chloe last weekend.
My pleasure. It's a very special girl you've got there.
Take care of yourself, Amanda.
Hey. You always know where to find me. And I'll always be happy to be found.
I can check in with Chloe when I'm ready to go.
Enjoying your victory lap?
What are you talking about? Fire still happened. There was so much damage and suffering. So much death. I couldn't have done it without you. You did everything you could to keep people safe. And they'll never know.
I'm happy to share that secret, Podium. We did what we could. With the time we had. I can live with that.
So, fire still happened. No matter what we did. Was it inevitable?
It appears so. I guess time really does have a sense of irony.
So I'm trapped. If something terrible happens, I can't undo it.
Not trapped. Free. If something terrible happens, you do the best you can. Like the rest of us.
Sorry about the observatory. I know you loved that building.
I did. But we'll rebuild, and the stars will still be there when we do.
I think Chloe and I are gonna hit the road for a while we wait for Caledon to figure itself out.
It's too bad that you're leaving just when Safi came back. But I understand. Next time you're in town, we're having a No True Samurai marathon. Chloe said she wanted to check it out.
This is what I get for introducing you to.
I have a lot of thoughts that I'm just saving.
So you agree that your podcast was essentially a form of stochastic
for the end.
terrorism?
I never said that. And you have no evidence.
The Caledon Truth, episode 21. Somebody needs to show the administration that we're a force to be reckoned with, whatever it takes.
When I said that,
Look who's here. I can talk to them when I'm ready to go.
I'm definitely going to be doing another episode where I make different choices. Just like of this last part, I think. I don't necessarily want to redo the whole thing, but
For those we've left behind.
so Owen, Vin, Noelle, and whoever that guy is. That's not Joey, is it?
That's
Poet?
the guy I saw in the observatory the first time. His name was Anthony.
Guy we saw in the observatory the first time. The first time she saw the fire, I guess, that was banging on the window. Anthony Taylor, sophomore, a bright, funny young man who loved biking, poetry, and chess.
Noelle was so brave. I wish I'd been able to help her.
Noelle Kelly, a member of Caledon's security team, led several students to safety in the observatory before succumbing to smoke inhalation.
I still don't know what Vin was doing at the Abraxas house.
Me neither,
There's
girl.
so much I wish I could ask him.
Vin Lang, Caledon's director of administration, a smart, charismatic young man who loved theater, music, and spending time with friends.
Owen and I never saw eye to eye. But his heart was in the right place when it counted.
I don't think I'd say that. Owen Teller, Caledon's courageous president who ran inside the burning Fine Arts building in an attempt to save the students trapped inside. Okay, I mean, I guess that's a fair point.
I was right there. And I still couldn't stop it.
This wall is dedicated in remembrance of the lives touched by the fire. May their light continue to shine.
I know it's just a building, but this was basically Moses' home. I wish I could have saved it. Abraxas fought so hard to protect the house from Owen. And it wasn't even Owen who brought it down.
Okay, let's go talk to Chloe and Sophie. There might be a Zen moment down there, but I'm over it.
Chloe said it went well.
It did. People are still hanging out inside if you want to.
Nah. Still getting used to original recipe Safi. Not quite ready to reintroduce her to everyone.
Yasmin seems happy to be back in charge.
My mother is good in a crisis.
No, she doesn't.
Especially the one she created. I wish she had told me what happened when she was in Abraxas. It doesn't excuse anything, but it helps me begin to understand her.
Have you been back to that weird lighthouse since last week?
No. I can still feel it, but it's manageable. Like an itch that I'm learning not to scratch. I guess all of us have the seeds of our deaths planted inside of us. But I'm trying not to focus on mine while I still have a life to live.
That was so metal.
What's your next step? Gonna hit the road again?
Since it worked out so well last time? No, I think I'll stick around. Get used to wearing my own face again.
It's a face I'm glad to see.
Ready to head out? If you need more time, I could find my townie buddies and start a round of cornhole.
No, I'm ready. Bye, Sophie.
Not a hug this time?
told you to eat Thai food served in a bowling alley, because it sure as shit wasn't me. Look, the only reason we were even allowed back here was because I promised that you would be well behaved and on time. No, I don't know what I was thinking either. 20 minutes? I can work with that.
I know I put that letter from Moses somewhere.
New messages from Max and Moses. How was the first show back on tour? I want pictures. Epic. What she said. I'll dig something up once the ringing in my ears dies down. Just know that it's pretty abstract. I haven't quite perfected the art of the mosh pit selfie yet. Space. The Majestic Tapestry debuted last night. Oh, that's his podcast? Or his show at the observatory or something? How'd it go? I think well. The people who stayed awake seemed to like it. Dude, we should do a DSM show where we play STMT. So, a DSM drugstore makeup, and then Space, the Magic Tapestry. Okay. Yes, where do we find a bar with a planetarium? Maybe Alaska? Safi. Are we gonna get you to a show this tour or what? Dude, I know, it's been a busy month, okay? I never thought I'd describe a modern poetry intensive as kicking my ass, but here we are. That's what you get for trying to put your cosmic half-death nightmare journey into words and shit. I'm sticking to headbanging. Booking a show in Boise next month. I'll send you the date when we have it. Your ass better be there. Seriously? You rerouted your whole tour just for little old me? Okay, I heard that in your Southern Belle voice and I did not like it. Seriously, thank you. I can't wait to see you both. Don't mention it, and don't tell Max. I want to blow her mind when you walk in. So, Safi's in Idaho now? Doing some poetry thing? Oh, don't scroll all the way up. Good news, ladies. I called some bars. I can get us a few more gigs on the drive back to Seattle. And better news, we should arrive in Wyoming just in time to see your show. Holy shit, you're coming back? Holy shit, we? Wait, what? Was all of this about a girl? Yes and no. I'll see you in a few days. Get ready for the best concert photos of your lives. Okay, Max is the coolest. Tell her to wear our merch to the next show. It would look good on her. But there was that scene when Max and Chloe were talking and they said something about taking Tuk Tuk with Izzy. So I assumed that Max already knew the band. Easy, Tiger. No, don't park there. That's for employees only. Bash says she knows one of the bartenders. We just got here. How the fuck does Bash know someone in bumfuck Montana? She's saying don't slut shame her. Tell her I'm just impressed. Who ordered these t-shirts? Oh, are they at the hotel? And obviously it was Bash. Bash, you are dead to me. Hey, my art isn't for everyone, but I stand by my design. It looks like a vagina monster. You spent $2 grand on vagina monsters? We've been talking about how we want to keep our edge, how it's easy to get complacent when you get some mainstream success. We want to stay indie. Well, good job creating a shirt so indie that no one in the goddamn world will buy it. I think you underestimate our fans. I think you underestimate how dark these venues are. Okay, I'm still mad, but you make a good point. And journal. I think this could end up being my last journal entry for a while. I started trying to figure out what the fuck was going on in my mind. The answer was a whole lot crazier than I imagined, but also a lot more wonderful. It was Max all along, like a lighthouse across the ocean of time and space between us, guiding me home. And now we're together again, on the road, from adventure to adventure, the way it was always meant to be. Max is killing it as our tour photographer, and the socials are going wild for the backstage candids we've started posting after each gig. She seems truly at peace with being along for the ride, and I'm happier than I ever knew it was possible to be on the road. Which doesn't mean shit between us will always be easy. How could it be? A bleeding heart artist traveling the country with a punk lifer and her merry band of lovable fuck-ups. Not exactly the recipe for a life of comfort and stability. Then there's still the little question of Max's power. On a day-to-day basis, it's far from a major issue. I love that Max experiences the world differently than the rest of us. If anyone else had her powers, they'd probably turn into a monster. But for Max, it just makes her even more caring toward other people. It's what makes her truly amazing. But I do wonder what it means for the long term. When the next crisis comes along, the next fire, what happens to me if she has to jump into a photo again? I don't think she, or Moses, or anyone knows the answer to that, which is a little scary when I think about how fragile this reality might be. Still, this reality is too perfect to waste it by fretting about what could happen. So I won't. Peace out, journal. I'll come find you when I need you again. Or, if I'm really lucky, never. This is the same room, and Chloe had the same dialogue
Drugstore makeup
from the
discovered
beginning.
America, Part 2. Now with award-winning photography. It must have taken a lot of work to find a TV shitty enough for this room. Respect. The band better get here soon. These guitars aren't going to smash themselves. This spread is slightly less shitty than last time. Hope it doesn't give the band big heads. Even after the disaster last show, they still invited us back and hung our poster in the green room.
Okay, so she's acknowledging that she's been here before, but her dialogue was the same. And we've got the Puerto Lobos thing from the bar. And a lucky rabbit's foot. Oh, pictures.
Since we left Caledon, it's been an absolute whirlwind. And everything I dreamed our life on the road together could be. This was when Max pioneered the mosh pit selfie. Somehow, she and her camera survived.
Okay, mirror.
Last time I was here, I thought my whole life was shattering. But here I am, relatively whole.
I thought that was going to be the...
I still cannot believe the fight I had
Aggression.
to have to convince the band not to print child sizes.
They're unloading the gear now, man. Chill.
Oi, they better be in love, or it's the right mess for you.
Did I fool you? Be honest.
Honestly, if I didn't know you since we were little kids, still no.
How's your shoot going?
This is my favorite spot yet. The people, the stories, the life. You can practically feel it radiating from the walls.
Are you sure that's not just the spilled beer and puke stains?
It's part of it. How did I not come up with a dive bar series before? Nothing can make up for lost time. But getting to be with you, seeing your world along for the ride, it's amazing.
Well, I love getting to see it through your eyes. It always makes everything more magical.
Oh, before the band gets here, I need to get one of you alone. Wherever you want to stand. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I don't think you'd want to
This corner
mirror in
says
the background of your
rock
picture.
and roll glamour to me.
There's that classic Chloe charm. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ready to head in? I need to set up my tripod for the show.
Give me 2 minutes.
Of course.
I know I'm being really quiet right now. There's just so much running through my head.
Chloe, I miss you and Max both and can't wait to hear about life on the road. But this letter is about something more urgent. On the day of the fire, I took many measures to protect us and the school. Most of them failed, but one remains unresolved. I've always tried to help Max with her powers. But in that moment on the rooftop, with her photo in my pocket, I froze. The implications were too large. The questions too many. People died that day. Did all of them have to? I'm not sure anymore. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm not the one who should answer it. But I don't think Max is either. I think Max knows she cannot carry the burden of her powers alone, even if she desperately wishes she could spare the people she loves. Max's power is a gift, but it is also a trap. There are moments in time that she cannot let go of. The lighthouse, the overlook, and now maybe the fire. If Max knows the photo survived, I don't believe she will ever be able to let go. She will want to try again, to save more people, to stop the fire, if she knows. We understand Max's power now better than ever, but so much remains a mystery. If she goes back again, does she risk another storm? There is one more thing. What happens to this timeline when Max leaves it? What happens to you? I wish I could tell you. Chloe, I'm sorry to put this burden on you, but I know whatever you choose will be right for Max, whether she knows it or not. Your friend, Moses.
Thanks, Moses. Fuck. Of course, I trust Max more than anyone in the world. But maybe loving her means protecting her, even from herself? Or am I just saying that because I can't imagine losing her again?
The great irony of choosing not to give Max the photo is that I, as the player, want to go back and redo decisions to see if I can fix everything that happened, because I just don't know how to feel about this last, hour of the game. What would Chloe do? Not what do I think is right, what do I think is moral. Let's think about it from that perspective. What would Chloe do? Yes, she trusts Max more than anyone with her power, but she has seen over and over again how Max pushes herself to keep trying to save people, and there's a risk that it could be worse this time around. I think Chloe would burn it. Because she wants to live for the future and not let Max be stuck in the past. But I also just feel shitty to make that choice for someone. Max should have the choice to burn it or not, but we know Max well enough that she's that she probably wouldn't. You know, I've already committed to playing this last chunk of the game again to see how different it is. So, for now, and if it's really not that different at all, I probably won't ever upload it for you to see, but you didn't even burn it all the way.
Ready for the mosh pit?
Shaka bra.
Always hippie.
Is something wrong?
I just want you to know that I'm not taking any of this for granted. You, us, this timeline, I'm going to fight for it, no matter what.
Hey, of course. We'll fight for it together, right?
Thank you. So, where are we heading next? The band's only got 2 more gigs and then they're on hiatus. We could head back east and check on your friends, or we can go west. It might be time for us to see what happened to Arcadia Bay together. Or, maybe that's a terrible idea.
Right now, I don't want to think about the future or the past. I just want to be here with you, capturing every moment.
Deal.
Devouring the magic when time held me green. I want a door to the 90s. Do you know what I mean? Oh, what a fitting ending. Oh, what a perfect scene. What a for moment this turned out to be. 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 This turned out to be.
Oof. Okay. Where to even begin? I was really frustrated by basically this last video. I was excited in part 1. Part 2 seemed a little less interesting to me, and then things started to pick up in part 3 with the Abraxas party and Sophie showing up and meddling with things, so I was really excited. And then this video, I just feel like everything fell apart. Sophie just seemed really tangentially involved. I really don't know what happened at the end there. It was like, it felt like the game purposely wanted me to be wrong about at least Ren. Unless I really should have noticed something in that list with Yasmin's name belonging to the Abraxas Society. And yeah, maybe I'm dumb. I'll look up, maybe we'll get stats at the end of this, and I'll look at Reddit and see if everybody else caught it and I'm just an idiot. Maybe, I mean, it was, for me at the end there, it was between Owen and Vin. Like, I knew it had to be one of them. And I didn't feel right about Owen, but I didn't feel like any of them. Vin, like, covering up Abraxas' secrets to protect Yasmin, or to protect his job, or to protect Abraxas, for all these things that he says and insists that he doesn't really care about, just doesn't feel like a strong motivation or connection or narrative to me. Again, I don't know if maybe I just missed something. Yeah, it just feels like it, to me, in my experience, it felt like the game wanted me to be wrong with those. And then just to see this memorial with like their pictures and be like, oh, they died. I don't know. Yasmin said it herself. She's like, I don't understand why Vin would do that. And then the newspaper was like, the motivations are unclear. And I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. I'm really disappointed that Diamond never showed up. The end of Double Exposure, when she was getting a nosebleed, that felt like such a good, interesting setup for this game for me. And Sophia leaving and saying she was going to go find other people with powers. I get that maybe, you know, when she came back and she's like, I couldn't find anybody. I don't know. It just feels like a retcon to me that, like, they just dropped that plot line and decided that Diamond wasn't important for this story that they wanted to tell, and all these other superheroes weren't important. We never found out what those little glowing green things were that Max saw at the Abraxas house. I have to go back and play some more because I just really, like, something's not making sense. I said a couple times that I didn't necessarily want Max and Chloe to end up together, or I wasn't sure about that, and I know I did kiss Chloe in the second instance. And I was pretty nice in every dialogue option that they got. Like, I know there was that message that said the way you choose to respond with both characters will shape their relationship. And I wanted them to be, like, productive and move forward together and try to solve this mystery and, like, forgive each other, I guess. But maybe I was too soft, and it just feels like I don't really like the end with Max and Chloe going back on the road. It feels like reverting or regressing. Because they did that and their relationship fell apart and they argued because they couldn't trust each other, or Chloe couldn't trust Max and Max couldn't move forward. And so it doesn't feel like what they've gone through in this game was enough to fix that, other than the timelines merging and Chloe is basically a completely different Chloe now because Arcadia Bay's fine. So she lived and Arcadia Bay's fine. And so it just feels like all the consequences of the past games are just like, it's fine. Everything's good. We just want Max and Chloe together, so erase all that. And I don't like that. Again, I'm gonna play another ending and try to see if that affects things. I'm not at the point yet where I want to replay the entire game and try to make Chloe a little harsher, or maybe do a playthrough version where Max chose to save Arcadia Bay instead of Chloe. But currently, with the version of the game that I just played and the choices that I made, I don't feel like Chloe really added much to the story. She feels kind of like she was shoved in there because they wanted Max and Chloe to be back together and the fans wanted Max and Chloe to be back together, but it was at the expense of all these characters and interesting arcs and storylines that Double Exposure set up. And like Amanda, shoved to the side. Moses even kind of pushed down a little bit. Vin, half the times we saw Vin in this game, he was actually Sophie. And then at the end, he's blowing up the Abraxas house, and I'm just supposed to be like, yeah. Like, I don't get it. It feels like so much of the character building and world building and setup from Double Exposure was just forgotten about, or retconned for this game. Yeah. The Ren being the arson because his dad was the Abraxan who died, it didn't seem like Ren knew that, though. Yasmin being behind it again also feels redundant and kind of just not creative, I guess, a little boring, because like Yasmin was the big reveal of Double Exposure, and then for this to be like, oh yeah, she's also the one who's behind hiding Abraxas secrets and is behind wanting to, I mean, it was Owen's plans and she just went along with it and agreed, but like she wanted to expand Caledon and burn down the Abraxas house, or demolish the Abraxas house, because she was trying to cover her tracks. And I don't know, again, it's like, does she not have any growth from Double Exposure? Everybody forgot everything that happened in Double Exposure because of Storm amnesia, so I guess all these characters need to have the exact same arc and the exact same development that they had in the last game, because they forgot everything. Truly, I feel like the end of Double Exposure, with Max helping another person with powers cope with the decisions that comes along with that and the way that they can hurt people and affect the whole world around them. Max helping somebody through that and then choosing a third option, not choosing to save Caledon or choosing to save Sophie, but choosing something in between, felt like a much stronger thematic ending for Max's arc. And especially that final scene where she goes into the Snapping Turtle and is talking to all these friends who now are aware of the weird timeline stuff and aware of Max's powers, and she says the final line of that game is, I'm not going anywhere. Like, this is Max's home now. She ran away with Chloe after everything that happened with Arcadia Bay because she couldn't deal with her trauma. She couldn't deal with the decisions that she had made. And I just really feel like the end of Double Exposure was a stronger conclusion to Max's arc than this game is. Going back on the road, being back with Chloe, it feels regressive. And then they set up so many interesting ideas with Chloe and Safi being sucked into this voidscape with the Overlook and the lighthouse all being there, and then at the end they hint that maybe the fire is also now in this void space. But then they didn't do anything with it. They didn't fix it. They didn't, I guess they tried to with the conversation with Chloe and Safi in the white void when we had to convince her to stay with us instead of run away. But they didn't actually fix the problem. Like, Safi and Chloe can still go back into that space, it seems like. So the timelines aren't fixed. Reality is not fixed. And, you know, that's the first scene in the game, is Chloe getting sucked into this void. If you are going to begin your game with that promise of this storyline, you have to take it somewhere, and it feels like they didn't know what to do with it. Again, maybe a different playthrough with different choices will make that more satisfying, but I can't really see how different that's going to be, because I think we made the right choices in the white space between Chloe and Safi, because she did agree with us. She did come with this. She even held her mom's hand at the end. So, like, Safi had some growth there, but the actual problem is, like, not fixed. Man. I'm trying to think what else. Is this the end of the credits right here? I know, too, I was looking at Reddit a little bit, like right when the game came out, for no spoilers or anything, but somebody asked, like, what do you think is more satisfying to play as? Choosing that Chloe survived or choosing that Arcadia Bay survived? And a lot of people were saying that choosing that Arcadia Bay survived and that Chloe died felt more satisfying to them. And people were saying that they feel like canon ending for Square Enix is choosing Chloe over Arcadia, but that the Deck 9 version of events is like the Deck 9 storyline Life is Strange franchise takes off if you follow the choosing Arcadia Bay over Chloe, and then all the Deck 9 games come out of that, which is fair, and I am really interested to see how that would be different. And there were multiple scenes that I mentioned in these videos where I feel like this scene would be more satisfying if Chloe was dead to Max, and is suddenly here and the timelines are fixed. Like, that just feels more heavy and consequential than Chloe coming in and saying Arcadia Bay is fine, what are you talking about? So that's fair and valid, but I played Double Exposure choosing that I saved Chloe because that's the first ending that I chose when I played the original Life is Strange. And when I started Double Exposure, I felt like I knew that Chloe was going to be coming back in Reunion. I didn't know anything about the dual timeline mechanics of Double Exposure, so I was like, I feel like I have to choose that I saved Chloe, right? Because of what's going to happen in Reunion. I didn't know how tied Double Exposure and Reunion were going to be either, so yeah, I was just trying to make sense of all the news about the franchise I was seeing. But, yeah, I do want to see if I play again, just this final chunk, and if I have Chloe choose that Ren is going to start the fire and have Max choose that Vin is the one who's going to start the fire, how that changes things. I'm more interested in Max choosing Vin than I am with Chloe choosing Ren, because again, that one felt a lot more like, almost like they wanted you to get that wrong, where Vin, that choice felt so open to me, where I was like, I don't feel like I don't have information that pins this on any of these people. So like, I don't want to choose any of this. Let's look at our stats. Safi, 81%. Safi found the courage to keep on living. Chloe was able to talk Safi down and convince her that her mother and friends cared about her. Okay, we did good there. Loretta, 94%. Loretta survived the fire. Loretta didn't perish in the fire in the admin building. How would she even die? Because it was like forcing me to rewind. So I don't even know how you would fail that. Only 6% got that, so. Okay, here we go. Owen, only 33% of players had him die in the fire. So I messed up something there. Probably because I chose him as the fire starter, because I missed this. Again, Noelle, 31%. She couldn't breathe in the fire and gave her life to save students. Was I not supposed to take the mask and leave it for her? But she went in before I even went to grab the mask, right? I don't know. 56% Jeanette survived the fire. Okay. Anthony the poet, 11%. Okay, I guess everybody but me, well, most people got the good ending where everybody lived. And the Vin is more 50-50. 51% he survived, 49% he died. Vin died in the Abraxas fire. Max never learned why he was there. Okay, so that is definitely indicating to me that I made a wrong choice, which I really don't like. Like, with a lot of these choice and consequence-based games, I feel like they do a good job of, like, things make sense, even if you, like, choose the wrong thing. Or there's no like right and wrong, it's just like different. But this ending really feels like it just felt like things fell apart and like it was the wrong choice and like I was getting the bad ending, and that's not a kind of experience I like to have in these games. I like to feel like I have a different ending, like I took a different path, but not like the wrong one. Okay, let's look at fire starters. 33%. I failed to stop the admin building fire. Chloe was unable to stop the fire that was started at the admin building because I didn't pick Ren. But 67% of players figured out that it was Ren. Okay, and this is closer to 50-50, so it seems like more people didn't know about Vin and the Abraxas fire. 49% failed to stop it. Observatory fire, this is also closer. 48%, you weren't able to learn the truth about the observatory fire. Because Ren started the admin fire, Vin started the Abraxas fire, and the observatory fire is something even separate from that. Yeah, there's definitely going to be another video with some fixes. Relationships. 78% Chloe and Max rekindle their relationship. Yeah, I mean, I figured most people were going to want that. People love Max and Chloe. I could have really liked it. And again, maybe if I got the good ending and made all the right choices, it would feel more satisfying. But right now, I kind of feel like it feels regressive, like I said. Safi and Max. 81%. Safi feels confident she can fix herself thanks to Max and Chloe. Yeah. Okay. That feels good. This is close. Moses and Chloe. 59%. Moses feels acquainted with Chloe, but 41% feels like a friend to Chloe and relates to her. What could I have done differently to make them feel actually like friends? They felt pretty friendly to me. Okay. Amanda and Max. 89% Amanda decided to stay friends with Max. 11%, Amanda continues to have romantic feelings for Max. Again, don't know what I could have done to get that, but I prefer being friends with Max anyway. And here's another very split one. Vin and Max. 51% Vin is grateful to Max for giving him a second chance. 49% Max was not able to help Vin. I completely missed everything with Vin in this game. Major choices. Expose Safi or stay quiet. To Yasmin, 62% stayed quiet. Max kept Safi's secret from Yasmin. She saw through Max's lie and held Max at arm's length. Okay. Noelle. Convince Noelle you're a prospective student. 89% successfully convinced her. Max. Give Noelle Max's name or not. How are these major choices? I mean, they were the, like, big, dynamic, like, freeze frame, 2 choices thing, but most of these don't feel that consequential. 76% gave Max's name to Noelle. Tell Safi about the fire. 92% of people told her about the fire. Yeah. Convince Joey you're part of the process. 92% of people convinced Joey. Also, there weren't that many instances of Chloe's superpower of this argument thing. It was really only twice, maybe 3 times. So that feels underutilized to me also. Kiss or hold hands with Chloe. Only 16% held hands with Chloe. I knew I was going to be in the minority on that, but taking it slow. Distract or attack intruder in the basement. 51% distracted and 49% attacked. Maybe if I had attacked him, I would have like left a mark on him, and that's how I would have known it was Vin. Whatever. Tell Chloe about her death or hold back. 88% told Chloe about her death. Chloe, kiss or hug Max. Again, I thought I was Max making that decision in that moment because it was like frozen on Max's face. There were multiple incident times in the game where I couldn't really tell who I was choosing for, but 88% kissed Max. Pressure Ren into giving up info. 49% failed to pressure Ren. Chloe wasn't able to learn what Ren was hiding. There were only like 3 dialogue options for me to say to him, and then Chloe just got up and walked away. So was I supposed to like go back? I'm gonna do some research in between now and when I replay some of these this like last couple chapters, so that I can make sure we're making all the good choices, because I want to see the canon ending, I guess. Who did Chloe suspect? 21% Chloe suspected Joey. 66% suspected Ren. Where did people get that from? What did I miss? Who did Max suspect? Okay, 68% suspected Vin, but still was really divided on being able to help him or like being able to stop the Abraxas fire. Owen's brash nature and ambition roused Max's suspicion, but in the end he wasn't the source of the fire. 21%, so I was in the second there, but I really missed something. Chloe, give photo to Max or destroy it. 53% destroyed the photo. 47% gave the photo to Max. So pretty split there as well. Yeah, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna write down some like things that I need to remember for my fixed playthrough. Yeah, it's just really a bummer because I prefer to play these games, like I've said many times, like play it once, that's my choice. and sometimes I'll replay the game to see other things, but like my first playthrough, I'm usually like very satisfied with like, that's my version of the story. And this is the first time in any Life is Strange game that I've felt like I played the game wrong. And so I think that says something. And, you know, I'm sure people want to say that I did play it wrong, that I missed stuff, that it's my fault. But I think there's something more to it about the game, like failing to properly tell the story, or I don't know. Again, I'm going to look into it more, so I'll have more information when we come back and talk about it. They went back to Arcadia Bay. Another great day in Arcadia Bay. Thank you. Come again. Oh, that's Chloe's house. Chloe was here. Rachel was here. Max was here. Chloe and Joyce. Sitting on the bench where it all ended in the first game. Okay, well, I'm sorry to end this video. This has been a very long video, longer than I wanted it to be, but I could tell I was getting close to the end of the game, so I wanted to just finish it all. I'm sorry that this one is ending on such a negative note, but there will be one more video where I fix things, hopefully, and then we can have another little conversation about how I feel the good ending, the canon ending, is more effective, hopefully, than what I ended up with on my first playthrough, or if I feel like, again, that the story is just like not conveyed properly. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see ya in the last video.